You're listening to Glascock Panthers Radio. Now let's get out to the stadium and join the guys for this week's game. We're here at Panther Stadium live here in Gibson, on the hill down overlooking downtown Gibson. Beautiful night for high school football again as the Panthers host the Stewart County Royal Knights from Lumpkin, Georgia. First official home game of the year. Panthers played a scrimmage game a couple of weeks ago against Troutland. On the road last week against GMC. Now back home at Panther Stadium tonight with the first home game of the year. Getting close to kickoff here as we get started. Got the captains lining up on the field, getting ready for the coin toss. Captains for the Panthers are going to be number 52, Noah Dye. Number 3, Liam Carson. Number 6, Nick Light. And the Knights on the other side are lined up. They look like their captains are number 7, Jamarian Thomas.
That's a long trip for them from Stewart County. I've been down there a couple of times, but they did bring 4 fans with them, it looks like. So we will outnumber them in fans, no doubt about that.
I remember telling people when I used to coach here, we was like going to Stewart County, and they were like, how do you get to Stewart County? I always tell them to go to Alabama and take a left. That's about the only way you can describe it. It looks like Stewart County won the toss. We've got both teams running back to their respective huddles in there. Stewart County on the sideline, Panthers in the end zone, getting ready to break through the run through. We're going to get ready for some high school football here, but like I was saying just a minute ago, 10-game history between these two schools, 5 in the last 5 years. Stewart County's won the last 3. Panthers won back in 14 and 15. So maybe the Panthers can get back on the winning streak tonight and even this series up. Here come the Panthers out of the run through. Got a bunch of little Panthers running with them out front. So we're about to get ready to kick off here for the first home game of the 2019 season. For those of you who weren't able to go last week, the Panthers went to Milledgeville to face an old rival GMC. Only got to play half a game, but some good things in that game. I'm sure Coach Kelly saw that he could work on this week to get it better.
Yeah, I wasn't able to go to that game either, but it did sound like just a couple of big plays there led to some Bulldog touchdowns against Panthers. So overall, I heard a lot of good things about the defense there. So.
Yeah, I was on the sidelines in that first kickoff. I mean, he came up right on the Panthers bench there, and he was about 2 inches from being pushed out of bounds, and we tapped him instead of hitting him as he cut back and went all the way. And it was pretty much the 3 big plays that done us in. But we, not bad. I mean, yardage-wise, and we did make a punt one time. So, their smallest lineman was probably bigger than our biggest lineman. So they had a couple of nice size boys on the front, and then the quarterback was a nice size. But it was just the big plays that got us.
For those of you who missed it, it was a 21-0 final. GMC the winner, but like we said, only made the halftime. The Lightning got them. Never were able to get it back started, so it was an official game at halftime, 21-0. But we're lined up here ready to get it kicked off. The Knights are going to be lined up kicking off here in the first half. They're going to be kicking towards the concession stand end.
It does look like they are potentially lining up for a little pooch or either a direct onside kick there. But
seems like every time we played them, that's all they've ever done. They've never kicked it far. They try to get down there and catch it before it hits the ground.
And they're doing a little shifting on the
offsides.
Yep. And they got a flag going
on there.
They tried to pull the old switcheroo with the one guy lining up to kick and another guy coming from another angle, but ended up costing them some yardage with some confusion there. Stewart County lining up all in with blue pants, white jerseys, and blue helmets, kind of reminiscent of Warren County.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Looks a lot like Warren County.
Panthers coming out back in black tonight in all black unis. So we're going to push them back 5 yards. They'll be kicking off from their own 35 now. Looks like we got Nick Light back deep for the kickoff return. We'll see if he actually gets the chance to kick it. He's got his feet placed at the 15-yard line on the left hash. Looks like Brian Grant on the other side, flanking him on the right side. Not quite as deep, about the 19-yard line. So whistle blows it live. We're going to go kick this thing off here. He does pooch it, trying to kick it through, and it's hit by a Panthers. The D. Gilmore touches it before it goes out of bounds, so it won't be a penalty, but the Panthers do get good field position there on their own 43-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Panthers. Panthers coming out. We got, looks like number 74, Nick Gearin in there on that offensive line. Both Dye boys, Noah 57, or Mitchell 57, Noah 52. Broxton under there at center. He's under center. He hands off. And it looks like he hands off to number 9, Santel Floyd. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards there on the play. Looks like 5 on the game. Going to be 2nd and 5. Also, you got Antavius Oliphant out there. Number 3, Liam Carson split out as receiver. Brian Grant in there at running back. Light in it at halfback. In that wing T formation, Broxton hands to Grant. Grant looking for somewhere to cut up. He gets an opening. He's looking, got daylight all the way down the sideline. One guy to knock him out, and he does. Number 3, Kalen Burks.
Great lead block right there by Noah Dye. He got outside. He was pulling on the play and got down through there, and looks like a pickup of, about 20 yards there?
Good play there for the Panthers. Got a big gain. They're going no huddle
16
here.
16 yards on the game.
No huddle. Ball on the 34-yard line. Broxton's back under center. Receiver split left this time. Hand to Light. He's looking somewhere to cut. He got daylight again. Big play again. He's driving. And they actually pull him forward to make the tackle. That's going to be another 1st down. About 12-13 on the play there. So good drive going here for the Panthers.
Ball's going to be spotted at 21. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
1st and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Still in that wing T split left. Hand off to Floyd up the middle. He's got a hole too. Looking for more daylight. He gets barely tripped up, and here comes a flag.
Blocking the back on this end over here.
That Ian Carson over here trying to get a block. Looks like it was, didn't get his head in front, so it's going to be a block in the back. Probably we'll see what the officials say. They're talking about it. Yep, block in the back is the call. The flag is down at about the 12 or 13-yard line, so the penalty will go from there. Pushes back to about the 22.
The block came after he had done run by him, so he did really a wasted block there.
They moved the flag back a little bit, so it's going to be back to about the 26-yard line, 27. So it'll be 1st and about 16. So Panthers drive going good here. Let's hope this don't put them behind the chains. Let's keep this momentum going here. Broxton going in the shotgun now. He got 5 wide. 3 to the left. 2 to the right. 1 in motion. He's going to hand the Light on the sweep. He's cutting up in there. He's got plenty of room. He's looking to, and he gets down to about the 12-yard line.
It's going to be about a yard short there. It's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Panthers.
So a little bit of their own medicine for Stewart County. They looked like they were going to spread people out from what they did in the pregame warm-ups, and Panthers did the same thing there, spread them out and right up the middle. Broxton up under center, 2nd down and 1. Hands to Floyd. He gets hit in the backfield, breaks through. He drives forward. He probably gets, got the 1st down. Pickup of about 3 or 4.
It'll be 1st and goal, Panthers from the 8-yard line.
So 1st and goal. We've had several people touch the ball in this drive. Floyd, Light, Grant. Good mix of plays here. Broxton hands to Grant again on the sweep. He cuts it up. He's got daylight into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Flag.
Flag comes in. Let's see what the...
It's way out here on the outside in the end zone. Can only anticipate some type of, hopefully it's a celebration instead of a hold. Panther players are pointing against Stewart, so they're waving it off.
They're waving off the flag, so touchdown is good. No penalty on the play.
Touchdown! Keep making noise! Keep making noise!
And now we're going to line up and try the PAT. Let's see what we do here. We're going to go for 2, it looks like. Back in that wing T formation, offense tight end on the left. Carson split out wide on the right. Penalties are
Offsides defense.
up the offside, so we're going to have to do it from a little bit shorter. So it'll be 2-point conversion from about the 1.5 yard line.
I know y'all couldn't tell it from out there in the radio, but I nearly jumped out of my chair over here when we scored that touchdown, and our producer over there put off some new sound effects I wasn't ready for. So.
All right, here we go. 2-point conversion, and Broxton keeps it up the middle. He pushes. Does he get in? And
Yes, he's in.
official on the far side says yes. So up 8-0. Panthers strike first with 10 minutes and 1 second to go in the first quarter. Great drive there. Not quite 2 minutes on the drive, but a good way to start out the night. Let's hope it gets the Panthers pumped, and let's see what this defense can do.
Correct me if I'm wrong over there, Stan, but officially I think that's going to go down as a 57-yard drive.
Let's see here. Yeah,
I think we started out about the 43. That sounds about
Started
right.
out on the 43, so 57 yards. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plays.
A pretty efficient drive. Only had that one block in the back that cost us some negative yards there, but we made it back up in the next play. So Stewart County, we'll see what they're going to do on offense coming out on this next play.
Nick Light had 2 carries for 29 yards. Floyd had 2 carries for 8 yards, and Grant with a touchdown run has had 18 and 26 yards on 2 carries and a touchdown.
We did a lot of involvement on the offense there. We'll see what Stewart does when they come out. They got a new head coach this year. Head coach for over at Stewart County is Roderick Martin. He was a Baker County Middle School head coach and athletic director. And they pooched a little kickoff up. They don't call a fair catch. Ball is loose. He falls on it, looks like. So see what the call is. Looked like he felt he did. So it's going to be Stewart County ball on about the 41-yard line. But Coach Roderick Martin at Stewart County is replacing Coach Ashley Harden, who left and went to Dooley County. So we'll see what he does here with his offense on his first drive. Stewart County, just like Glascock, one of the smallest schools in the state of Georgia to field a football team. I think it's Glascock, Stewart, and Warren County are the bottom 3. So should be a pretty even matchup game here. We'll see how it turns out. We're going to go Stewart on offense. They got receivers everywhere with a back in the backfield. Snap, he throws it, looks, and it's dropped in the flats. We did have a guy out there on coverage. It looked like it was number 9. That's Santel Floyd.
Yeah, it looked like just a quick little screen out to the left there. He had blockers out in front of him, just dropped the ball there.
Kind of what we were talking about over here, too, before the game started. They got some guys that can be some playmakers, so they're probably going to want to get those guys out in open space pretty quickly with some.
Yeah, same formation, just flipped this time.
Yep, trips to the right. Hand off to the back of the backfield. His blocker pushes him into him. And there we are, wrapping him up in the backfield. Black shirts everywhere.
Yeah, initial hit was Nick Light there, blew it up in the backfield and cleaned up absolutely. Number 15, Antavius Oliphant there.
Now, his own blocker blocked Light into him, and Light couldn't hold on as he was getting blocked to the ground, but Oliphant cleaned it up.
Lost 8 yards on that.
So third down, about 18 for the Knights. Panthers got some momentum going here. Let's get a big stop here and see if we can get the ball back. They got back split in the backfield. On each side and movement. Flags come out. It's going to be a false start on the Knights. Push them back a little bit more. It's going to be third and about 23. A little different look formation there. They had backs split beside each quarterback on each side. So we'll see what they do here on this one. Looks like same formation. Twins to the left. 2 backs behind the quarterback in shotgun formation in the backfield. Man in motion. Maybe a sweep. He hands it to him. Reverse. And
no, Mitchell Dye just missed him.
And
Carson got it.
We made the tackle. It's about 3 yards short of the first down. So that was Carson on the tackle. Looked like maybe Pickering was in on the tackle too, Dylan Pickering.
20-yard gain.
So 4th down and 3. Big play here for the Panthers.
Yeah, that time Mitchell Dye was just about a step slow of dropping him right at the yard of scrimmage. And after that, I don't know if y'all heard Swin over here, but he said he had one man to beat and couldn't quite get around Liam there at the end.
That same formation for Stewart County. Man comes in motion again. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to try to get outside, and he's brought it up in the backfield. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
57. Mitchell Dye.
Mitchell Dye in the backfield. Turnover on down. Panthers get the ball back on offense in Knight territory already. Ball on the Knight 45-yard line. So time to go back to work for the offense.
Something tells me we're going to see about 10 running plays here. Right, left, and middle. Right, left, and middle, right?
Yep. Panthers need to try to pad that lead. We always seem to be working from behind, so tonight let's try to work from ahead. So here we go. Twins left in shotgun formation this time. Snap to Broxton. He's going to hand it and keeps it. Good fake there. He gives to Light and then pulls it back out.
Yeah, good read that time. Light was covered by the defensive end. If he gave it to him, it would have been blown up for about a 3-yard loss. Instead, Bradley picks up 3 on the play.
Little read option play there. Good job by Bradley Broxton. Picks up about 3.5. It'll be second down and a long 6. Broxton again hands it to Grant out of the wing tee. He cuts up. He's driving his feet.
Oh, we got a hold.
We got another flag coming in. Grant picks up about 3. It's going to be a hold on the Panthers. Flag is dropped at the 41-yard line. Going to push him back across midfield. Should be a second down and about 15. And the ball is placed on the
49.
I wonder why the ball is placed where it's at. It's supposed to be on the hash, right?
Yeah. I think they're seeing that now.
I'm saying it's supposed to be on the
That's pretty
hash
wide
mark,
there.
not on the. It was between the hash mark and the number line.
I don't know that Coach Kelly has a play call for it that wide.
That's a wide side of the field, that's for sure. I looked to find the spot of the ball. That's the first thing I noticed, and they finally noticed that they moved the ball back to the hash mark on the home sideline. Panthers back in the wing tee formation. The elephant moves to the right. The ball is faked handoff. He's looking deep.
Wide
got a guy.
open.
And the ball is caught.
It is a catch. No, it's a catch.
37-yard line.
Liam Carson.
And the ball was thrown just a tad short. Carson had to stop his route and come back to it and somehow got his hands up under it to keep it from touching the grass.
A 14-yard pickup.
Grass is soft because he got his hands down in there. But here's the hands of Light. Light's cutting it up. He's got an opening all the way down the hash marks. He's down to about the 20-yard line, inside the 20 to the 18.
First down.
And another first down.
Yeah, nothing flashy about that at all. It's a straight handoff over there on that right side, and Nick Light just hit the seam hard, and big pickup for him.
Broxton again under center, hands off up the middle to Floyd. Floyd driving his feet. Going to pick up a good many yards, probably 5 yards on the play, 3, 4, 5. We'll see what he spotted out down on about the 15-yard line. So it's going to be about a 3, 4-yard pickup. Close to 5, so second down and a long 5. Panthers pretty much having their way with the rushing attack here. Again, all 3 backs involved. A tall sweep to Light. Light's looking to cut it up. He's getting to the sideline, getting pushed out at about the 8-yard line.
It's going to be another first down Panthers, first and goal.
Let's see if we see Brian Grant here on this play. I think he's the only one we hadn't seen on this drive. We've seen Light. We've seen Floyd. We've seen Carson. Let's see if we get Grant involved here on this drive. He scored the touchdown on the last drive. Broxton hands to Grant. Grant looking to cut it up.
There it is. Oh.
He gets down to about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, good tackle by that middle linebacker. Saved a touchdown there for the Knights.
Panthers still working very quickly on offense. No huddle. Up to the line already. Broxton under center. Takes the snap. He's going to hand to Floyd off tackle. He's going to be short of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 2 foot, 3, maybe the 1 yard line. Third down and goal from the 1 yard line.
I'm just saying, I'm ready for the Panther prowl here.
It's not going to scare you this time, huh?
It's not going to get me this time.
Here we go. Let's see if we can get Broxton in, maybe on a quarterback sneak. We'll see what Coach Kelly's
thinking.
got. Broxton up the middle. He pushes him over the line. There it is. Touchdown, Panthers. Second touchdown on the night for the Panthers. Broxton in on the quarterback keeper. And we'll see. They're going to go look like they're going to line up and go for 2 again. Mason McNair, usually the kicker, so I'm not sure if he's out tonight or.
Yeah, he was warming up earlier, and I'm looking for him on the sideline over here, and I don't see him at the moment.
It's going to be an offsides on the Knights again, so they're going to push them closer for the 2-point conversion. Maybe Coach Kelly just wants to get up and get a big lead to start with.
Oh, there he is. He's standing right in front of me.
He
has been kicking off, so.
36, Mason McNair. That's Coach Kelly wanting to get more points on the board here. A team like Stewart with all the playmakers, you can never have too many points. Broxton pushes up the middle again. He's going to be in for another 2-point conversion. That's going to put the Panthers up 16-0.
So, yeah, as Kurt just said, it is 4:57 remaining in the first quarter. Panthers are up 16-0.
Again, Stewart got plenty of athletes, so Panthers need to keep adding on. I'm sure that's what Coach Kelly's telling them. It's just the first quarter. It's not over. Let's keep going. Panthers pretty well controlled that first drive by Stewart. Let's see if we can get it again.
Did lose a couple of heartbreakers a couple of years ago. Just ran out of gas there in that fourth quarter. So, like you said, never enough points on the board.
A lot of other good action tonight in high school football. I know we got some around here. I think Thompson and Warren County both are off, but we got Jefferson County, Washington County down in Louisville tonight, and a lot of good games. That game is on TV tonight. We got a lot of good games in the
Hancock.
TJ and Hancock, John Hancock playing tonight in Louisville. I think Briarwood's hosting Bethlehem Christian tonight, so ball's kicked up in the air. It's going to be handled by Stewart, but they're going to try to find some area to run. He's being hit and wiggling through down to about the 43-yard line. They're going to take over in their own territory, about the 43 where they started the last drive. I know Harlem and Aquinas are playing tonight. It's always a big game. And Stewart County comes out to take their second drive of the night. One of my dogs, one of my buddies from high school is getting addressed here at the stands. He's a University of Florida professor. I want to holler out, "Go Dogs," so bad, but.
Yeah, I think Swint's over here making up new traditions over here.
Alumni shout out.
Alumni shout out of the game.
All right, Stewart County first play was for no gain. We got to go again here, second down and 10.
Look for that quick screen out to the left again.
We do have trips to the left, same formation they were at that time. They're going to look to throw it downfield. He's looking. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's turning somersaults back into the backfield. And he throws it at the feet of the only receiver he's got out here to the right side. So he had time. He was eluding the defenders, but it looked like he was not confident enough to throw it out there to him.
Yeah, they actually ran that fake screen there and was looking for the go route. And that big receiver, number 8, over there on the left side.
He had a receiver out here to the right, but threw it at his feet. So, it'll be third down and 10. Knights looking to get it going on offense. Panthers looking to still keep them down. And ball is penalty is thrown at the snap of the ball. False start on the offense. Going to push them back 5 more. Going to be third and 15.
Yeah,
wide receiver took off before it snapped.
A lot of fans running around here tonight with their beach stuff on. It must be beach night or something here at the stadium. Everybody's got their leis and their tropical hats. And another one of the traditions starting here at Glascock. Here's the pass looking deep. He's got a man. And a little bumping out there, but they let him play. That's Dylan Pickering out on the coverage of number 1, Darius Moses. The ball was thrown over his head a little bit. There was some contact there, but the officials letting them play. So it's going to be 4th down and 15. Yeah. Going to be a timeout for Stewart County. All right, Coach Kelly's going to bring his troops to the sideline and see what he can do to. Let's see if Stewart's going to go for it on 4th down, or are they going to punt? If they punt, if they go for it and don't get it, they're probably going to leave it for the Panthers in their own territory again. So we'll see what they decide to do. Some more stuff from last week. If you missed the game, the score was halftime 21-0 GMC. That ended up being the final because of the weather. And it was not probably the rainy weather had a lot to do with the production that night. GMC only had 110 yards offense in the first half. So defense did good last week in one half against GMC. It's that big play. So doing the same thing tonight here with Stewart County. So here we go. Looks like the Knights are going to line up in offensive formation and go for it on 4th and 15. I don't know what kind of play you got in the playbook for 4th and 15.
2 men in motion there.
Look like it's going to be that little reverse play again. Going to be false start on the Knights.
Yeah, that receiver split out wide right. He was going to get the ball on that reverse play. He just got a little happy there and started moving.
So now that's going to push them back 5 more, make it 4th and 20. They're still lining up in the offensive set.
They had 3 guys moving this time.
Moving again. It's going to be 4th and 25 now.
Punt here in a minute.
There's 4:05 to go in the first quarter. It's 16-0 Glascock. Panthers running Pickering to the right side, bringing Nolan Kelly to the left.
It's good to see Nolan out there this year.
Grant comes to the left as well. He's covering number 2, Ellington. Ball is snapped. He's looking to pass.
Watch that.
Number 1's got his hand up. He's trying to get outside.
There's a block in the back, and you don't even need to call it, though. He is going to be short.
Santel Floyd going to make the tackle. He makes the tackle on the Knight 48-yard line, so they will again turn the ball over back to the Panthers in their own territory. For some reason, Stewart thinks they have a first down, but
well, they would have if they wouldn't have had those 3 penalties.
they went for the offside or the false start. So now they've got it. I think they've got to understand that we got to play defense now. So it is a first down, but it's first down. Panthers going the other direction.
They might call timeout again. They're not ready.
They still don't. Something's going on.
They still have the offense out on the field. Panthers are at the line of scrimmage ready to snap the ball. So
number 72 is walking off the field. I think he's beat already. He's probably about 6'4", 350 at least. Already winded.
Yeah, and that's the second time out for Stewart County. 3:57 remaining in the first quarter. Panthers looking good thus far on defense and offense.
Stewart County, like we said earlier, they had a long drive today, too, riding that cheese wagon all the way up here. Probably took a lot out of them.
Yeah, and they really only got here about 50 minutes before game time, so really not a lot of time to relax. Once they did get here and get dressed, it was get dressed, get on the field, warm up, and start a game. So,
just to give you an idea where Lumpkin, Georgia is, find Columbus on a map and find the corner of Georgia on a map where it borders Alabama, and it's about halfway in between Columbus and the southwestern corner.
Find someone your same size.
Panthers going to line it up, coming up out of the tight end, timeout. We got Antavius off at tight end on the right side in that wing T formation. Broxton drops back. He's looking to get rid of it. He's got some pressure, looking to get out of there. He breaks through. He's going to pick up positive yards at least. Well, he may get back about a yard on the play probably. Let's see where they spot him at. He is going to pick up about a yard on the play. And Stewart Equipment is one of those odd situations. They're one of the smallest. Stewart County is one of the smallest schools in the state playing football. They used to be combined with Quitman County and were Stewart Quitman. And then they decided to break apart and make their own schools.
Yeah, we had a side bet going to see if you would call them Stewart Quitman at some point.
Oh, it's hard not to, I can promise you.
By the way, I won. Panthers had too many men in the backfield that time.
And they got a flag out there.
Yeah, Antavius over there on that far right side, lined up tight end position, spread out wide. Should have been up on the line, but he was about 2 yards deep.
So we got a flag down the play. Probably going to be an illegal motion on the Panthers. Illegal formation, too many people in the backfield. But it is this Stewart Quitman. They had their own sports programs there would combine together, but they split back up. And now Stewart struggles in football, and Quitman County doesn't have anything but basketball and track and baseball. I think I don't even think they have softball.
I think they're going to decline that penalty.
Why would they do that?
I'm not sure.
Well, the play did actually go through, and it was incomplete.
You're right.
Incomplete pass.
It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, looks like they're going to decline it.
So they will decline the penalty. It'll be 3rd down and 9. No, they are going to take the penalty now. They changed their mind. They're walking it off now. It's going to be 2nd down and about 13 or 14.
Right back where we started this drive, 48.
Panthers had a bad play on a penalty earlier and put them in a 1st down and 15, and they got out of it. Here's a pass across to Carson, and he slips down. And he's going to be on the field. It looks like he might have got his foot caught in the grass. He's down. So let's see what happens here. Hopefully he just tweaked an ankle maybe. Looks like he's holding a wrist. He put his hand down. They're calling for the ambulance personnel, so looks like he probably put his hand down to brace himself or keep himself balanced and maybe broken his wrist. So he did catch it and went to go down and put his hand on the ground to brace himself, and he tried to brace himself to keep from falling. And let's hope it's just a dislocation or something, but they call in for the medics quite quickly. So.
And they're rushing out to get to his aid. Maybe it's just a sprained thumb, jam thumb, something like that. You know. Again, if you are just joining us, it is 3:35 remaining in the first quarter. Panthers do lead 16-0. We're in an injury time.
Weeks to heal up, but all right, folks, we're back live here. Had the injury timeout. Probably about a 10-minute timeout. Panthers going to take back over 3rd down and about 13. That last play was incomplete to Carson. Broxton takes the snap. He's looking to hand off to Grant as he comes back on reverse. Grant looking for daylight. He gets down inside the 45-yard line to about the 41. It's going to be 4th and about 2 or 3 on the play there for the Panthers. Got a lot of that yardage back. So we're going to see what they do here. 4th and about 3. Clock again running here in the first quarter, 3:02. Actually, a timeout going to be called. Looks like a timeout by the Panthers. We're going to talk about what kind of play they're going to call here. 4th and about 3.
He's a good man from what I hear.
So Stewart.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Stewart County going to go to the sideline and try to get up a defensive play to stop stop the Panthers here and get the ball back.
That was Grant's 4th carry. He's got 40 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, for those that were wondering on the injury there, it was, I believe, Liam. He is a senior now, so senior wide receiver Liam Carson did go off on a stretcher, but it did look like they were just doing it as precautionary. It looked like they were mobilizing his elbow, potentially wrist. So it did look like maybe an elbow injury. So it doesn't look to be too major of an injury. It might take a little bit of time to come back from, but he is up and he was able to stand up on his own. So.
All right, Panthers coming to the line.
Oh,
and they draw him offside with a freeze play. Freeze play by the Panthers is going to make them have 5 yards by penalty. And Stewart County just gave the Panthers a first down. Ball moved inside the 40 to the Stewart County 37-yard line.
Yeah, as a coach, that's one of those things that kills your team over there. You finally force a 4th down with your defense there, and they just give them a free 5 yards.
So here we go, new set of downs for the Panthers. Broxton's going to hand to Light. Light cutting up. He's got plenty of green. 1 man to beat. Number 3 is the last man to beat. And number 3, that's Kalen Burks, is going to bring him down inside the 10-yard line.
Basically, he's going to be marked down at the 6-yard line.
So 6-yard line going to be 1st and goal for the Panthers. Nick Light again on a big run.
That's Nick's 5th carry. He's got 84 yards on those 5 carries.
So he's been able to turn the corner on a lot of those sweep plays and see that green light and cut up in there in that green grass and plenty of yards. Hand off to Floyd up the middle. He's powering into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown! Keep making noise! Keep making noise!
So 3rd touchdown on the night for the Panthers. 3 different players in the end zone already. Grant, Broxton, and now Floyd.
For those of you interested, we were 22-point underdogs, so that's even now, right?
Right.
Now the game can start.
That makes us up 44
That makes us up 44. Yeah,
44 to nothing.
And now McNair comes on to kick the extra point, and the ball is deflected.
Hit someone in the helmet down there. Couldn't tell who, but it was up near the line, not the guys that were back blitzing. So extra point is no good.
And that's going to make your score and leave it at 22-0 Panthers. 2:34 to go in the first quarter.
Just a reminder, next week we will be making that long trip from our end this time. We'll be heading down to Wheeler County.
I'll be going.
Down to
Alamo,
Georgia.
How far a trip was that, Kurt?
Probably about an hour and a half.
An hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Just
on the other side of Mount Vernon, if I remember correctly.
Hey, you get like you're going to go to Soperton and you take a little right there at the barbecue house. After you stop, then you go right. So you stop at the barbecue house and then you go on to the right. Straight you go to Soperton, right you go to the barbecue house and then to Wheeler.
Glascock County directions. Take a right at the barbecue house. The kickoff is taken by number 11 for Stewart County, and he gets loose, breaks one tackle. He's trying to come to the wide side.
Got a lot of room out here.
The last guy gets pushed down. It's going to be a hold.
Flags everywhere.
He's got plenty of room all the way down the sideline. Going to be into the end zone for Stewart County, but there's flags everywhere on the field.
I think if they had more flags, they would be out there.
3, 4, right? 3. There's 3 of them on the flag.
That was number 11, Timothy Daniels. He was a senior. No, excuse me, Malik King. He's a senior.
Yeah, their roster is very confusing there.
Yes, it is.
We decline the 2 of them and take the other one.
Yeah, I think they'll take this one thrown way back here at the 38.
One of the 38 is probably the one's going to be taken. It's probably going to be a block in the back or hold. So they're going to mark it off from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I do have a couple.
Washington County must be pretty good this year. They put a whooping on Baldwin last week, 41-7, I think. So Jefferson took a loss at Swainsboro, 38-16.
After all that was said and done, it's going to be a 1-yard return.
1-yard return. So the ball's placed at the 29-yard line. A lot of movement by the Panthers defense trying to get out to these trips on the right side. Watch out for the screen to this side again. Quarterback's going to try to look and keep it. He got a lot of green grass. Floyd is looking to get him.
Pickering got him.
And that's going to be number 23, Pickering, on the tackle. Finished up by Floyd. Coming over the top.
Yeah, quarterback did drop back to pass there. There's nothing. He was rushed from the outside and just tucked it up in the middle there and did pick up, looks like about 14 yards on the play. It is first down for Knights. That might be their first down of the night. Yep.
So 1st and 10 on the 41. He's looking to throw again, looking deep. He's got a man. And he's got the catch and breaks away from the defenders. They trip on each other.
No flags this time. That will be a touchdown, Knights.
That's number 11, Malik King, to number 8, Khalil Lattimore, for the Knights' first touchdown.
Be 58 yards on that touchdown pass.
Again, like we said before, never enough lead in a game against somebody like Stewart County who's got a lot of athletes. They have the athletes. And they're going to go for 2, and that's King around the end. And he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. Well, that's going to move our score now to the Panthers 22, Knights 8. With 1:43 to go in the first quarter. Seems like this first quarter has taken forever to get through.
So far, it's
47 minutes. Mm-hmm. Still have minute 43 remaining in the first quarter.
And to be honest, I mean, you think of something like that, you think of everybody throwing the ball, but really, I think we've thrown the ball, 3 times?
We've thrown it twice, and they've thrown it 4 times. There's been 2 completions, 1 for each team.
So the clock's been stopped 4 times. So.
But the penalties, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
right.
6,
penalties,
7,
scores.
8, 9, 10, 11 penalties between both teams.
And your 4th score of the first quarter. So.
Yeah. They might get home tomorrow afternoon.
Injury timeout. Just in time to watch Georgia maybe tomorrow night, right?
The bad thing was I thought there was going to be a running clock there for a few minutes.
Still might be. Let's see here. Panthers get the ball one more time here in the first quarter at least. Drives have been pretty quick for the Panthers. Knights only kicked off 1 time to lead off the game to start the game, and it was a little pooch kick around the 40-yard line. So we'll see what they try to do here. He's teeing it up on the visitor side hash.
Yeah, that initial kickoff did go off D. Gilmore, and he's been replaced over there.
It's like Floyd's over there now. A little kick to the sideline again, and it goes out of bounds.
Santel does the right thing.
They must not be very confident of their kick return team, so they'd rather take a penalty than to take a return. But I remember in times when I coached here at Glascock, we did the same thing, other than giving people a free shot at running it back.
Yeah, we kicked off 1 time last week, and he went 80 yards for a touchdown.
So Panthers will take over. 1st and 10. Referees are looking at each other determining where to place the ball. The chain crew set up on about the 35, and the officials are setting up on the 40.
It went out on the 40, though, so it's going to be on the 40. I'll tell you where it went out.
All right, they finally decided on the 40, so 1st and 10 Panthers.
Broxton back in the gun with twins to the left. He's going to hand to the light. No, he keeps it. He had me fooled there. He pulled it.
Yeah, that actually looked like a little run-pass option there he might have had. He was reading that defensive end, and he decided to keep it, which is the right decision. I wish if he, looking at film, I think Coach Kelly would tell him to go ahead and dump that out there to Brian Grant.
2-yard pickup on the play there. Going to be 2nd down and 8, maybe long 7. Going to hand to Grant. Grant's looking to cut it up. He's got a hole. He's hitting the sideline. He's got 1 guy. He's going to bring him down, number 2.
It's enough for a Panther first down, though.
Nikita Ellington on the tackle for the Knights, bringing Grant down. Another big run for Grant. It's going to be placed at the 47-yard line of the Knights. We're across midfield again. 1 minute and counting on the first quarter. Give to Floyd up the middle. He's going to pound and keep pushing. He's got 4 on the pickup there. 2nd and 6. Broxton under center again. Second down and 6. He's going to hand to Light. Light finds Green again. He's pushing his feet. And he's going to be close to the first down. See where they're going to be a little short according to the official across the field.
Yeah, good lead blocking out there at that time.
So we're going to swap sides of the field here.
Light into the quarter with 6 carries for 90 yards. Grant had 5 carries for 50 yards.
The 52-minute first quarter.
I think it was better than some of them that they had last week. Some games, and there were games all across the CSR. They got lightning delayed. And
yeah, a lot of them got played that next Saturday morning, and a couple of games actually went into Monday afternoon.
I know Washington County played at Mercer on Saturday, and there was 2 games played at Mercer. The first one started, and I think Washington County ended up kicking off against Baldwin at 11 p.m. Saturday night. So Panthers getting ready to start the second quarter here. Going to be third down, about 1. Ball on the 38-yard line. Panthers heading toward the concession stand in this time. Broxton keeps it. He's pushing. He's going to have enough for the first down.
Which stops the clock again.
Ball at the 46-yard line.
36.
36-yard line, excuse me.
So is that what we officially call this end zone, the concession stand in?
I don't know. That's what I try to tell people when it's been here before. I don't know what we call it.
Yeah, we would say east and west, but
I always say concession stand in or scoreboard in.
Or Death Valley, as it used to be down.
Ball is handed off to Grant around the left side. He's got a lot of green grass. Nobody out. They got one guy to beat. And he makes a leap, and the guy takes his feet out.
Yeah, good play design that time by Coach Kelly. Good play design, good execution. It was a little, I'm going to call it a counter-type play.
Ramar Daniels, the only guy out there for the Knights to make the stop to save a touchdown. Big play again.
The 13-yard line.
Looks like he's on about the 13-yard line.
23-yard gain.
So Grant again with a big gain. Panthers driving, hand to Light. Light's got some traffic in the backfield. He's chopping his feet, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of about 1. He gets back to the 14-yard line, loss of 1. Close to 2 yards on the play. So second down, about 12.
Their first negative run of the night.
10:34 remaining in the first half. Panthers do lead at 22-8.
Panthers going to the huddle now, trying to use more clock. That was another reason the first quarter was so fast. I mean, so long. It was Panthers were fast on offense. They were running plays, no huddle. Broxton keeps the ball. Counterplay to Brian Grant again. He's outside. One guy to beat again. That's number 11, Malik King.
Nice tackle out there by Malik.
Good open field tackle. Grant was trying to get to that corner pylon.
It's hard to see from our vantage point, but I think he's on, I'm going to call it the 7.
7 or 8. So third down, about 6, long 5. Got number 34 in motion. That's Alex Davis. He's moving from one side to the other. Snap by Broxton. He's looking for a pass. Broxton's trying to get rid of it, trying to get some room. He's taking the ball. He gets close to the goal line.
It's a first down.
It is a first down, but they are going to mark him short.
Mark him short on about the 1 yard line. But he does get a first down. First and goal for the Panthers, and the clock keeps running.
Should have been stopped in the backfield, but somehow or another he got away from him.
He's a lead of foot.
Broxton drives again in the end zone. That's going to be another touchdown, Panthers. Broxton again. Quarterback keeper.
Touchdown!
Kurt, you'll be happy to know Jefferson County has put some points on the board now, so it's 14-7 Washington County, 4:08 remaining in the half.
Good deal. 14-7 again. Washington County's a pretty good ball team this year, so Warriors got their work cut out for them. Broxton looking to throw. Whistles are blown as soon as the ball is snapped. False start on the offense.
Funny thing is, there's not a flag on the field. There was just a whistle.
whistle.
And I'm sorry, he did have it down there, and it was blocked by a cheerleader.
So they're going to move him back 5 more. It'll be from the 8-yard line now. Coach Kelly sends the play in with Light. Grant and Oliphant split to the left. Davis comes to the right. Floyd, the up back in the H-back for him. Light in the backfield prep and blocking. And here comes the blitz from the Knights.
Look like number 52, Leonta Bell.
So blitz from the right side gets Broxton in the backfield. That's going to leave your score at 28-8 with 8:53 to go in the second quarter. Panthers up by 20.
So I've got a question I've been wondering. Maybe y'all can help me answer it. Which came first, the cool weather or football?
Football.
I sort of agree with that. So it's football that brings on the cool weather, right?
That's it.
I don't remember it being this hot a long time ago when we started playing football, but we didn't start school after Labor Day.
Later, though, yeah.
Well, heck, school didn't even start until next week after Labor Day, so.
I know we played a middle school game Wednesday and played that charter school out of Helpsman, GSIC. They don't start school till Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, kick goes out of bounds by McNair. So
It's the first year they've had a team over there at GSIC, correct?
It is. It is their first year at the middle school level. And
what did that score end up being?
It was Jefferson 46-0. But, to be honest with you, they had some good kids. You could tell they were coachable. They had been coached up. Just don't have a lot of experience yet.
It looked like they had, I saw a couple of pictures from that game. It looked like they had a little bit of size on them.
They did.
A couple of athletes.
I think they've kind of rushing the football program into existence there. I heard they were losing quite a few kids to Burke County because they didn't have football. So their board of directors said, we're getting football so don't lose more kids. So get it started. Let's get it started quick. Ball is snapped and the flags go everywhere from the opposite side of the field. It's going to be a false start on the Knights.
Yeah, a lot of times, though, that can be detrimental to your program starting it too soon.
Like I said, they had some good kids, nice-sized kids, good athletic kids. I thought they were well coached.
I know Glascock was trying to play them in middle school softball, and they weren't able to field a softball team over there this year. So.
Yeah. And they are going to play basketball this year, too. So now Stewart throws the ball out to the right. And he's brought down by one of the die guys.
52.
That would be Noah Die.
It's going to be second down and 15. About a no gainer there. Might have picked up a little, but it was like a second down and 15. Trips to the right for the Knights. One single receiver to the left. The quarterback looked like he pulled out early. He throws it deep. He's got a man there. He comes back and makes the catch.
Oh, they're going to call it incomplete.
Ooh, they called it incomplete.
Wow.
I thought Pickering had it picked off. He came across there.
Yeah, it's going to be a incomplete pass. Going to move it back to third down and 15.
Yeah, it was a great effort out there by the sophomore receiver. Looked like he had come back and made the catch, but at least from our vantage point, but the back judge back there said it must have hit the ground.
On top of it, too. So. Another flag, too.
I think the quarterback, even though he was in the shotgun, I think he began to pull back before the ball was
snapped. Looks like we're going to have a rough in the passer. That's a 15-yarder. That's going to be enough for a first down.
So penalty on the Panthers for roughing the passer. It's going to put the ball on the Panthers' 48-yard line. Knights run a guy in motion across the field. It's Ellington. He's going to be the receiver to the left all the way to the sideline. Snap to the running back, number 5. He is brought down in the backfield. About the 50-yard line. That's number 5, DeJohn Wheeler.
Yeah, Mitchell Dye led the way there on the tackle. Also involved Santel Floyd and Bradley Broxton finished it off. So loss of 2 on the play.
Try a little trickery there with a direct snap to the running back, and he gets brought down in the backfield. So a yard and a half loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback fakes the handoff, keeps the ball. He's trying to get outside. He's going to get the corner turn.
Looked like a little clip over there, but late flag coming in.
Going to be about a 8-yard gain on the play. Going to be 3rd and 3 unless the penalty gives him a first down. We'll see what the call is here. Dead ball, personal foul, late hit.
Late hit out of bounds.
So that's going to move the ball 15 more yards and give him a first down. So the penalty bug starting to bite the Panthers.
Yeah, that usually starts coming with some
Fatigue.
starting to get tired. That's right.
7:35 to go in the second quarter, getting late in the half. People getting tired. The drive is being extended here. It's a long drive. Knights go back to pass. He throws deep. And it is, and the flag's going to come in. He's in and out of the hands of number 1, Darius Moses. Pickering was on the coverage, and the flag comes in.
Going to be another first down for the Knights.
If it's pass interference, as we suspect it to be, it's not spot of the foul like it is in pros. It's 15 yards. But it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, in this case, it should just be half the distance where they started that play at the 25, so they are going to put it down at the 12-yard line.
All right, snap to number 11, King. He's looking in the end zone. He's got a guy.
It
And
could be
Panthers
intercepted.
jump.
No, with 2 hands. We got a flag right in the middle of the line. Actually, we got flags everywhere. I can't tell if that's a flag at the goal line or not. No, that's not a flag, but there is one in the middle of the line.
Hopefully that's in the area of holding. Maybe we'll see. Panthers had a chance to intercept that ball and jumped in there and knocked it loose at least. So here comes the call. We'll see. It's going to be a ineligible man downfield. One of the Knight linemen got too far out in front of the line of scrimmage, so it's going to cost them some yards. It's going to be second down and about 15 from the 17-yard line, or about the 15-yard line. It's going to make it first down.
Legal substitution.
All right, now they've changed the flip again. It's a second down. 15.
Movement
Ball is
everywhere. No flag.
reverse again. Ball on the ground. Panthers got the ball.
Are there. 52. Noah Dye with the fumble recovery.
I always say live by the sword, die by the sword. That reverse will get you big yards, but botched handoff there got him a turnover. So Panthers take over with 7:15 to go. We got a Knight down the field. He's laying face first down the field with his head up like he may be cramping.
That's exactly what it looks like.
He's rolling over and kind of reaching down. He just can't get up. That's what's wrong with him. He's got a cramp. So try to get him to the sideline, get him some water in him, and he should be fine. He's hopping off the field now. He went about 3 steps and had to go back down. So. So Panthers got the ball again, 1st and 10. Ball going to be on their 22-yard line.
Would be nice here. Panthers get one more score on the board before half. Nice 7-minute drive would be nice right here.
Some other interesting matchups tonight that I remember off the top of my head. I know Lincoln County and McCormick are playing their annual Across the River Showdown. I think it's in Lincoln this year.
There's a couple of those Across the River Showdowns this week. I did see North Augusta and Evans are playing.
I think Grovetown and Midland Valley are playing. Another good one that I thought would be good with Washington Wilkes and Elbert County are playing tonight, so that'll be interesting to see who comes out on top of that one.
By the way, speaking of that Evans-North Augusta game, Evans does lead 7-0 at the half.
All right, Panthers going to take over 1st and 10. Broxton under center in that wing T formation. He hands the light, looking for some room. He powers up in the middle after he finds his hole. Up to about the 26-yard line, just over the 25-yard line. So about 2nd down and 6 here on the play. Clock under 7 minutes in the first half. Broxton under center again. Hands to Floyd, off tackle. He powers forward. Flag comes in. Holding on the Panthers.
Yeah, it looked like Antavius Oliphant from that tight end position got a little too much jersey that time.
Flag was down at the 28-yard line, so he pushed back to about the 18. Still remains 2nd down and about 13. Panthers huddling up again, running the clock here, 6:28 and ticking. Same backfield as usual, Light, Floyd, Grant.
They're daring us to throw it now.
Run to Grant around the left side. He's looking to cut it up, and he has no room over there now. Back to the line of scrimmage.
You got 10 in the box and that one covering the receiver, and that's it. Everybody's up on the line.
They are daring us to throw that ball over the top.
Be a good time to throw it over.
3rd and long, 3rd and about 14.
No gain on that play. Grant.
Well, I remember from running this offense back when I was here, there is a bootleg pass out of this same package, so fakes to everything they've been doing so far, and then bootleg out, throw into that tight end coming across the middle. So we'll see if we ever see it tonight. Right now, we hadn't had to use it.
Got to use timeout. Lined up.
So Panthers call a timeout. 5:28 to go in the second quarter. Had several people not line up in the correct spot.
Yeah, some different personnel out there for the Panthers. I see number 18, Caleb Rowland. First time I've seen him in the game tonight. And as soon as I say that, he's getting sent back to the sideline.
That offensive line, I know a lot of them don't ever get their names called. I like to call them out sometimes. I saw number 69, Joshua Chester, in there. Of course, the Noah Dye and Mitchell Dye, C.J. Redfield. Some of those big guys up there doing all the blocking for those backs tonight, doing an excellent job so far. Coach Kelly talking to his troops here and see what we can come up with for 3rd down and about 13. Officials blow it back live, and the teams come back out on the field. Here we go, 3rd down and 13. Still in that wing T set.
The defense still got 10 men within 3 yards of the ball. One deep safety.
We're lined up in a double tight with no receivers out wide. Ball looking to throw. He's over the ball.
He didn't even look.
He didn't even look for the ball.
So exactly, I believe we called it up here. It was there.
The ball was wide open to Alex Davis. But he never turned his head around and looked until he got about 20 yards down the field. So 4th down and 13. Panthers are going to be forced to punt the first time tonight. Coach Kelly too deep in his own territory. to take the chance to give it to them back down here this close. 5:24, we'll punt it away and see if we can make them drive a longer length of the field. Number 11, Malik King, is going to drop back deep. He's going to be about the Panthers' 45-yard line. Short punt to the right. It's going to take a Panthers bounce back to about the 47-yard line. So we got a good roll out of it. The Knights will start their next drive in Panther territory on the 46-yard line, though. Again, 5:14 to go in the first half. Panthers up 28-8.
See a lot of hands on the hips from the Knights offensive line.
Knights come to the line. They're going to be in that shotgun formation. Trips to the right. He rolls that direction. Light trying to chase him down. He lets go of the ball. It's short of his receiver. Number 2.
Yeah, just not on the same playbook there. Receiver was running a deeper corner route, and quarterback threw it about 5-6 yards too short.
Second and 10, clock stop for the incompletion. Knights running a no huddle as well. They're getting back to the line. Trips to the right again. Quarterback takes the snap, rolling to that side again. Light again. Pressure.
Same play. This time the receiver ran the right route.
So the ball is complete. Tackle made by Pickering. Light put the pressure on, but he just barely was about 2 ticks too late. After he threw the ball out of his hands, he delivered the lick. Number 2, Nikita Ellington made the catch. First down for the Knights. Ball going to be placed on about the 31-yard line. Now trips to the left. Ellington shifts into the middle receiver. He's rolling to that side. Light's coming for pressure.
Lost contained.
King looking to gain. He looks like he got just enough for the first down. Might be a little short on the spot. Let's see what
he's
he
going
does.
to be just short.
So a gain of about 9 on the play. King scrambles. Light darted in from his outside position trying to make the play. And he lost contain, and King got outside of him. Gains about 9 yards on the play. Second down and 1 from about the 21-yard line. 4:37 to go. King rolls to the left, looking to his trip side. He throws the short route, and he drops it. Intended for the receiver, Moses.
I tell you, even if he had caught that, he would have been stopped for no gain. Santel was right there with him the whole time.
It's one of those things. He might as well have caught the ball because he got the shot anyway.
Exactly. Panthers do lead at 28-8, 4:33 remaining in the first half.
Good play by Floyd. Good physical play. That guy will be remembering that next time the play comes his way. He'll be wondering if 9's coming.
Arms get just a little bit shorter.
So third down and 1. Twins to the left. One back behind the quarterback in the gun. Ball snap is him fumbled in the back, but he just drops down on it. So fourth down. He loses about 2 on the play.
It's a little bigger than that. I think he's going to lose about 4 on the play. They're going to have fourth and long 4 to go.
Ball just on the other side of the 25-yard line. Not quite the 26, in between the 25 and 26. Same formation, Twins left. He fakes to the back, looking to throw. He's got a lot of pressure. He's scrambling, trying to get out of it.
That ball hit the ground.
And he is finally brought down by Floyd.
Saw 3 guys in there, Floyd, Brian Grant, and Bradley Broxton. Again. So it is another turnover on downs.
Good play by the Panthers defense. They stopped that drive. So if we can take this ball and at least hold it to the end of the quarter, we'll go out with a 3-touchdown lead. But let's try to put some more on the board here.
I'm telling you, that pass has still got to be back in the back of Coach Kelly's mind there. It won't be the same play this time. 34, Alex Davis is split out wide right.
Oliphant is the tight end on the right. We got a flag thrown.
Too many men on the
Too
field.
many men on the field. Alex Davis didn't know where he was supposed to be. That's going to be a penalty on the Panthers. We got Pickering in there as the tight end on the other side. And Davis is supposed to come out, so.
Yeah, you see that confusion a lot when one of your main receivers do go out, as Liam Carson did a little earlier.
I've also noticed, too, with Carson out, they're not splitting anybody out wide. They're using double tights now instead of that split.
The old school wing team.
Yep, double tight wing team. So Broxton drops back. He's looking to get rid of the ball. And he fumbled the ball. And the Knights fell on the ball at about the 13-yard line. Looks like they're going to place it at the 12. So big turnover there for the Panthers.
Yeah, I tell you, halftime just can't come quick enough for the Panthers. They really need to get in there and get their heads straight.
All right, it's time to bow our next defense. We got a short field here, 12 yards. We got to somehow keep the Knights out of the end zone. They're going to have 4 tries at it. It's 4-down territory, of course. And they really need a touchdown to try to close the gap before the half. Panthers will get the ball coming out in the second half. Stewart kicked off the start. So we need to keep him out of the end zone here. Fake the handoff. Quarterback rolls. He's got a receiver out there. It's number 2, Ellington. And he's brought down by, looks like Floyd.
Pickering and Floyd on Pickering and Gilmore on the tackle.
Is that Gilmore?
Number 4.
Number 4, D. Gilmore, not Floyd. And Dylan Pickering. That was Ellington on the catch. Ball on the 6-yard line. Going to be 2nd and 4. Fakes the handoff again. No, he gives it to him this time. He stood up at the line of scrimmage by Dye.
Mitchell Dye and 74.
It's Nick Gearin. So Mitchell Dye and Nick Gearin planted him about the line of scrimmage. Maybe even lost a little bit. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5.
They're taking it back up to the line of scrimmage.
So he didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 4. Short 5. Maybe going to call a timeout at Stewart County.
That's their last timeout of the half with 2:49 remaining.
The Panthers trying to bow their neck here. 3rd down. We got 2 more stops to get. They got about 4.5, 5 yards to go for a 1st down. So we'll see what Stewart County comes up with. Again, they got a new head coach this year, Roderick Martin. He was coaching middle school at this time last year.
And speaking of coaching, it's good to see Grant Haddon back on the Panther sideline. I don't think Grant was with us last year, so with the year off, he couldn't stand it anymore and come back and helping out the Panthers.
Speaking of that coaching staff, we'll go ahead and say them all right. We got Coach Kelly, of course, the head coach, and you got his ever so loyal assistants, Coach Vidian, the only one working at the school. The other ones are community coaches. You got, again, Grant Haddon and Brent Lamb. Everybody don't realize what it takes at a small school like this, and you don't always have enough coaches on the staff. You have a lot of community members that go through necessary training and schooling to get certified to be community coaches. They don't get a lick of pay to help. So, ball is thrown in the corner of the end zone. He out jumps the Panther defender, and it is a touchdown for the Knights. That is Ellington again. Ellington out jumps our defender.
Yeah, nothing complex about that play design. Just throw it up to the taller guy and let him jump and catch it, and that's exactly what they did.
Just a fade route to the corner, and he out jumped him. So now we got the 2-point conversion attempt. It's 28-14, 2-score lead here. Knights lined up twins to the left. He's going to throw the same thing.
Same play.
Same result.
Same result. He catches it again.
Good. So the coaches for the Knights have found something they like over there on a mismatch. That's Gage Gray over there, 5'5". The receiver over there was, what number was that?
That was number 2, Ellington again.
And I don't have his size, but he's every bit of 6 foot, 6'1". That does bring the score. Panthers still lead. 2:43 remaining in the first half. 28-16.
Just heard from our PA announcer here, Coach Swint, that the report on Liam Carson is the dislocated shoulder. So hopefully they'll just be able to pop it back in place, which isn't going to be fun to start with, but he should be able to maybe take a couple of weeks off and give it some healing and be back.
Yeah, as a senior, he'll be on that Crawford County game in a couple of weeks, September 13th. If not, he's definitely wanting to be here for that following week, Briarwood Academy.
Again, Panthers travel down to Alamo next week to face the Wheeler County Bulldogs, and Stewart County will be on the road as well to Randolph Clay, which is one of their region opponents.
Kick it deep this time, and it's
nobody's back there.
Needs to get in the end zone.
It's not going to. The
Light picks the ball up at about the 2. He's trying to get some daylight. The ball is loose, and the Knights are going to be falling on it at about the 3-yard line.
Might have been a face mask on a tackle.
So the ball comes out as Light's trying to pick up positive yardage.
I wonder if the official meant to throw a beanbag instead of the flag for the fumble.
Could be a possibility. Let's see if they wave that off. They may wave the flag off here. Nope, he's going to call a block in the back.
I don't know how we didn't even have an offensive player there.
He was the only one back there.
So it is going to be a turnover for the Panthers.
So the penalty is declined, and the Knights will take over on the Panthers' 3-yard line. So this turnover here is deep in Panther territory and going to sting a little bit if we don't get a stop here. We got to bow our necks again. I know we said that last time we couldn't do it, but here it is now. We got to do something to try to keep them out of the end zone.
Do have a new cornerback in over there on that far right side.
It's Alex Davis over there for Gage Gray. They have 2 backs in the backfield, or no, excuse me, 1 back in the backfield behind King.
Pistol formation.
He's looking to keep it himself. He's looking to dump it over.
He's down
on the 1-yard line. King is slow to get up in the backfield. I don't know what happened to him. They wasn't watching him, but he's favoring his left leg, it looks like. He was down on the play. Now he's up to his standing position, but he's not moving. And we're going to have an injury timeout again for the Knights quarterback.
Pointing at a hand, maybe a dislocated finger on, well.
It's Malik King. They're going to pick him up and carry him off the field. Well, they carried him about 3 feet.
They said, no, we need a breath.
Now he's falling down.
We need a breath. Lay down.
Hopefully it might be a cramp. He's been running around a lot in the first half, so.
Yeah, even with the cooler weather, there's cramps still going to come up.
Looks like they are working that left calf, so maybe it's just a cramp for him, and he can be out of play and come back. Now the thing is, they have another quarterback ready to go over there.
Yeah, needed one who can come in and fumble it right back to us.
By the way, I just got an update on my phone. Hurricane Dorian has just been upgraded to a level 4. So
building strength fast. So they're going to help him up to his feet now. See if he can walk off. He walks off on his own power. So
yeah, he's walking better with each step. Did look like a cramp.
He's going to the sideline for a play, and they'll have another quarterback in now. It's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 1-yard line.
Sure, they'll just do a quarterback sneak here with no handoff, I'm thinking.
So he was checking in a quarterback. It is going to be number 2.
The receiver, Ellington.
But, every play has been shotgun, so I guess that's all they practice is shotgun. Nothing under center.
They're still in the shotgun pistol
Same
formation.
they were just in.
Twins left, that one receiver to the right.
Movement
in the
that'll
backfield.
help.
Should be a penalty flag. They got a flag on the play. False start on the offense. Going to push him back 5. Be 2nd and goal from the 6.
We'll take it.
Looks like number 11, King, is coming back into the quarterback spot.
We do have a couple more scores for you. Briarwood Academy's up 21-0 over Bethlehem Christian at the half.
King drops back, looking at that fade again. And he throws it in the end zone. There he is again with the catch.
So at this point, it doesn't matter which corner we have over there. They're just going to go to the same play. I guarantee you an adjustment will be made at halftime on that.
Looked like it was number 1 that time. Moses on the catch instead of number 2.
Brings the Knights even closer. They're within 6 now, 28-22, 2:04 remaining in the first half. Again, this possession started at the Panther 3-yard line after a kickoff that rolled all the way down to the 1 and was picked up by us and then fumbled.
He bootlegs to the left. And he's going to fall incomplete for the 2-point conversion. That's going to
tipped that time at the line of scrimmage by number 9, Santel Floyd.
So we're still up by a touchdown. That's 28-26, 6-point lead for the Panthers. We've got to stop the bleeding here in the first half and get in and make some adjustments. So we need to get this ball, drive it long enough to run the clock out or even put some more points on the board.
Also at halftime, we got Ware County up 20-10 on Burke County.
Ware was supposed to be one of the top teams in, I think, 5A this year. And I think people were surprised they lost last week to a Florida team, so it was 19-7. So,
well, Kurt, what's your take on the old interstate showdowns? I get when you're a border, you know, we mentioned McCormick and Lincoln a little earlier, but what do you think about Maryland playing Nevada and all of this?
I mean, I personally, as a fan, I like seeing it, but somebody as small as like these 2 schools you see here, shoot, it's hard for somebody like that to even. I mean, we could play somebody like McCormick, but that's about as far as we can go.
We have played McCormick. I remember a couple of years ago we played him as a preseason game.
Right. I mean, could you imagine the plane ticket for Pickering's got the ball. He brings it up to the 25, 26-yard line. Maybe close to the 30. We'll see where the spot's at. But can you imagine taking a football team of 75 players from Maryland, or who was it the other night? I can't remember who it was. Somebody, St. Thomas Aquinas in Florida, to De La Salle in California. I mean, there's no telling how much it costs.
I'll tell you, I just got a whiff of popcorn up here, and it smells mighty good.
The 15-yard return by Pickering on that kickoff.
Ball's going to be spotted at about the 29-yard line. Ball is going to be handed to Light.
I'll tell you, this could be big.
He's turning. He's got some green. He cuts back. He's got middle of the field. He's got no more green. All the way down to the 44-yard line of the Knights.
Yeah, Knights had confusion over there on the far side of the field. They were running guys off, and it looked like they didn't have anybody on this offensive right side over here. And that's where the play design was going, and Nick was able to cut it all the way back to the left side of the field. Big play for the Panthers.
27 yards.
Nick Light, like a jitterbug, just cutting back against the grain every time he saw an opening.
He's over 100 on the night.
Hand on the counter play to Grant. Grant's got a lot of green, too. He's down the sideline. One person to beat. And pushed out of bounds.
I tell you, the combination of those 2 plays, you're going to fake it to, we just faked the play we ran to Nick and get it back on that counter to Brian Grant, who's might be our fastest player on the team, and he took this one for, how big was that play?
26 more yards. So we got 2 big plays, a 27 and 26-yard on the 2 plays.
So ball on about the 18-yard line, maybe the 17-yard line. He's going to hand back to Nick Light. Light got a lot of green again. He's cutting up in the middle.
He's driving.
Down to about the yard line, 1 yard line.
121. Plenty of time.
Clock still ticking. We got plenty of time to get it in. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Panthers. Nick Light and Brian Grant like thunder and lightning here. 3 plays, and we've gone the length of where we started from down to the 1 yard line. They're going to huddle up and try to run some of this clock.
Clock is moving, 1:10 remaining.
Let's get that quarterback sneak here, fellas.
He can punch it in and be his 3rd of the night.
So Broxton scored twice already on quarterback sneak. Let's see what we got here. He pushes again. And he's across the goal line. Touchdown.
Touchdown! Keep making noise.
All right, we're going to line up for 2 here.
Just hopefully they haven't left too much time on this clock. It's a quick drive.
Broxton takes the snap and hands to Floyd. Or no, hands to Knight. Light's in the end zone. Touchdown for 2 points.
Just took them 1 minute to just blow down the field there.
Just flew down the field.
You know, with the way this game's going, I'm expecting an onside recovery right here just to extend the quarter a little more. And then we're going to take it in for another score.
That brings our score to Panthers 36, Knights 22. So Glascock got it, punched it in. Now we got to hold them out.
Yeah, it took them exactly 1 minute to go 71 yards.
71 plays, 71 yards on 4 plays.
Carries.
That's Providence. All right, kickoff is fielded by number 1. He's loose down the sideline. We got one guy to beat. It's McNair. And he's going into the end zone. So the kickoff was fielded at about the 40 and run back for a touchdown.
All right, so I meant to say they were going to score on the kick return, and then we're going to turn around and score again.
Told you we left too much time on the clock.
So now the Knights have answered, bringing their score to 28. Now they're going to probably go for 2.
That was one of those plays. I don't really know the design there. I think it's supposed to be a pooch, but it's not getting enough air to give the return team, the kickoff team time to get down there and cover it.
I'll just kick it out of bounds.
So I can line up for the 2-point conversion here. Knights take the snap. He's rolling to the right again, looking.
We got it covered that time. They dumped
He
it over
throws
the middle,
into the number 2, Ellington again in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 36-30. Panthers lead the Knights. And no, this is not a fourth quarter score. We still have 44 seconds to go in the second quarter, and it's 66 total points.
We had a game here one time. I think it was 84 to 62 or something like that several years ago.
Could very well be that same thing.
With that private schools out of Atlanta. One of the highest top 5 scoring games ever in the state of Georgia, I believe it was.
Yeah, I've been a part of some of those high-scoring games. Unfortunately, it's usually Lincoln County, 72 and us.
Yeah, I would say it was the other way around, all on their side.
Leave right from here and go. Now, let's see, we scored in a minute last time. It's going to take 30 seconds this time.
Yeah, I remember playing here my senior year against Lincoln County. We made them come to us. The previous 3 years, they bought us out, and we went to them. And we made them come here our senior year, made them mad by doing that. Well, they kicked off to us. Timothy Hatcher run the kickoff back. We was up 6-0 and made them even more mad. So then they commenced to beating us 77-6.
Yeah, it went downhill after that, huh?
And that was one of the good Lincoln County teams back when they was winning state championships back in the years, back to back.
They've been pretty successful kicking it all the way down the field here. Let's see.
Light bobbles the kickoff. He picks it up at the 20. He's trying to get to the left sideline. Be his right sideline coming toward the home side. He gets brought down at about the 25. So we're going to take over on about the 35-yard line, or 25-yard line. 1st and 10, we got 75 yards to get in the end zone. We're going to try to get there, or we're going to run the clock out. Let's see what Coach Kelly has up his sleeve.
I'll tell you, at this point, there's no reason to take the foot off. Just, the counterplay and the outside sweep have been working.
Need to break one here. Grant or Light one. Probably Grant.
Hand off to Light again. He's looking for that opening. He gets to the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, it's actually Pickering in the backfield.
Oh, Pickering,
time.
excuse me. Yeah. He's brought out about the 35-yard line.
Accomplished everything he needed to there. Got out of bounds. First down.
First down, too.
30.9 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10, Panthers, ball on the home side hash. He gives that little reverse play to Grant. He's looking for some openings. He's fighting. He's still fighting. They're trying to pull his jersey off of him. He gets down to about the 42-yard line. Panthers going to use their timeout to stop the clock. We got 20.3 seconds to go in the first half.
Quick score update on your Jefferson County. Waco has extended it a little bit, 21-7 now, 9:53 remaining in the third. So we'll see if this is one of those years for Washington County. They usually go through a few bad years and have a couple of really good years.
All the talk around their varsity team is they're really good this year, so there's a lot of high expectations. I know middle school level, their middle school team's struggling right now, which is somewhat a surprise. Thompson beat them 64-6 on Wednesday.
Wow. Speaking of middle school, I am coaching the middle school here at Glascock, and we got our first game a week and a half. We play not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. We'll be traveling up to TJ.
Panthers in a shotgun now, looking out to receiver.
Oh,
and
my
picked
word.
off. And nothing but green in front of the Knights. It's going to be a pick 6 for Stewart County. And that's going to tie the score at 36 all.
That's one of those things, even I as a fan, I love to see passing the ball, but when the execution's not there, there's only 3 things that can happen on a pass, and 2 of them are negative.
Yep. There is a flag down. If it's going to be excessive celebration by the Knights or what we're going to have here. They're talking to Coach Kelly, so it must be against Stewart County.
I think you might be able to elect it on the kickoff or on the
unsportsmanlike conduct on the Knights. Look at some other scores here. You see Southeast Bullock leading Scriven County 16-13, so that's surprising. Scriven County is pretty strong. Aquinas has scored, bringing that score 13-6. Harlem.
Jefferson County's also scores now 21-14, 7:54 in the third. Bad snap.
Bad snap. He's
right
looking, and this ball is going to be incomplete. So not successful on the 2-point conversion for the Knights, which is good for the Panthers because they still have the momentum, I think. 36-36 is the score. We didn't lose the lead, so the momentum should still be with the Panthers. They've dominated the game so far. Just several big plays have cost them here. The end turnovers and.
Just to repeat that, you did say that, right? 36-6, not 3-2-6. Is that 36-36?
36-36. That's right. 72 points in the first 2 quarters. That's like one of those 8-man football scores. Stewart County will kick off one more time at least. We may have one more offensive play, which will probably be a kneel down if I was Coach Kelly. Can't afford another big turnover to put them ahead as they go in and give them the confidence. They already got enough as it is.
Yeah, definitely a big change of momentum there in the last half of the second quarter.
Kickoff goes down the middle of the field, bounces to the right side. Light picks it up. He's trying to get to the sideline. A lot of white jerseys coming. He does get a little crease there and gets outside. And that's going to run out the time for the first half. Exciting first half. 36 points on both sides of the scoreboard. So we're going to take a break here at halftime. And we'll be back with you as soon as the second half starts. So y'all come back and join us. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're about to get ready to start the second half kickoff here. Yes, you heard right. Second half kickoff is 9:34. And we're starting the second half. First half, we had 72 points scored, a 10-minute injury timeout, and a partridge in a pear tree. First and 10, Stewart from about just short of the 30-yard line. We'll call it 29. For those of you just joining, 11:56 to go in the second half. Just starting the second half kickoff, and it's 36-36. Stewart and Glascock County are tied. Panthers on defense, defending the scoreboard ends. Stewart County runs a guy off. I don't know why that wasn't an illegal substitution.
Should be in the huddle when they broke the huddle, right?
Should have been. Got a false start, but they ran off an extra guy. Should have been an illegal substitution. But anyway, we get 5 yards back. Be first and 15, Stewart. Panthers held a big lead in the first half. It was 28-8 at one time. Knights have clawed back with 3 turnovers that have given them life and points. Dye puts pressure on King, the quarterback. He breaks through the middle, and he's got some open ground. He is down the left sideline, one person to beat. And he's going to go all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. It's going to give Stewart County the first lead of the night.
$76 yards on that touchdown run.
And Stewart County is going to line up and go for 2. Their favorite play of the last part of the first half was a little fade to the corner of the end zone. They got 2 guys split. Got a little shorter guy out there to the right now, the big tall number 8.
He's in the slot.
Khalil Lattimore in the slot. Be watching him close for a fade or some little sit-down route in the middle of the field right there. Ball is on the ground. They just fall on it. And they do not get the 2-point conversion, so.
There is a flag. I think it's going to be an illegal shift, but Panthers will decline that.
It is a false start, and they're going to decline the penalty. So Stewart County gets the touchdown. Stewart County gets the touchdown. It's 42-36 now. Knights have their first lead, and they will kick off now for the Panthers. Second half begins like the first half ended. Quick points. Not a lot of time run off. 24 seconds elapsed.
So it sounds like the game of the night might be that Washington County-Jefferson County game. So apparently Jefferson County just returned a fumble for a touchdown, but missed the extra point. Washington County 21, Jefferson County 20, 10:43 remaining in the game.
Again, a lot of good football games tonight. If you're a high school football fan, tomorrow opens up the first full week of college football. Had a few to wet your taste last week, but this is the first full Saturday where you sit by your TV all day long and watch nothing but college football. Most folks around these parts have their eyes peeled on that Vanderbilt-Georgia game at 7:30 kickoff tomorrow night on ESPN. And, of course, Clemson devoured Georgia Tech last night, 52-14.
A lot of people also be looking for that Georgia Southern Eagle LSU Tiger game tomorrow.
That's going to be an interesting matchup. Georgia Southern's already taken down one SEC team before, so Grant takes the kickoff, hits him in the hands, and gets loose behind him. He picks it up. Now he's looking for some opens. He's got a crease up through the middle of the field, and one person drags him down about the 32-yard line.
Got man down.
Looks like one of the dyes. Looks like Noah. It is Noah. He hops up, gets in the huddle. He don't want anybody to see him hurt.
Panthers go back on offense.
Turned that into about a 22-yard return after he muffed it.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle over there by the Knights, number 25, Jamarian Edwards. He hadn't made that tackle, had a chance to go there.
Light cuts up in the middle. He's to the sideline. He's looking for a cutback. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line of the Knights. He's got a cramp in his hamstring as he falls down like a sniper shot him. Long break at halftime is going to be probably the detriment of both teams here in the second half. He's cramping severely in that hamstring, dragging him off. So 1st and 10, Panthers from the 40.
Stanley, I hope you bought your 1970 IBM computer to add up all those stats over there.
Say it's going to take me 4 to 6 hours on this one.
Big run by Nick Light there.
Back to Grant on the reverse. Little counter play. He's got room around the corner. He cuts it back to the middle of the field. Down to about the 15-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it about the 17-yard line.
Another 23-yard pickup there for Grant.
First down for the Panthers, driving the ball again. No huddle offense. Going to hand to Floyd up the middle. Pickup of about 3 yards. Pickering comes over to the sideline and gets the play and back out to announce it to everybody else.
Tell Coach Kelly's going to stay in this wing T.
Pickering in at half now, spelling Light. He gets the handoff. He cuts back. He's trying to find a crease. They're going to bring him down about the 19-yard line. So a loss back. They're going to be behind the chains. Now going to be 3rd and 12. Light still doubled over on the sideline trying to get the cramps out. Roxon under center. He takes the snap. He boots out, hands back to Grant with his little.
Wide open.
Oh, all the way, nobody there. Can he cut it in? Touchdown, Panthers. Grant for the corner.
Keep making noise. Keep making noise.
All right, that ties us back up at 42 all. Several Knights been over at the waist, sucking wind here. Like I said, we've been playing over 2 hours now. High stress, high action game.
Scottville, if you're out there listening, you might want to go crank up breakfast over at the diner, and we might just meet you over there.
Hand off to Floyd up the middle for 2, and he gets in, and that puts the Panthers back on top, 44-42. So a good drive by the Panthers puts them back on top of the scoreboard. They're up by 2 again. With 9:27 to go in the game. We're up to 86 total points scored. This reminds me of an Arena League game.
Average yards per rush might set a new Glascock County record tonight. Every time we're calling something, it's 20 here, 20 there.
Like Stanley said, we had 271 yards rushing in the first half.
271 was that what I just heard?
271. And that was another probably 70 there.
70 more yards right there.
So 340 now.
68 more.
And the night is still young, so. And the pooch kick to the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Ball went out of bounds about the 38-yard line. They're going to mark it at 37, so. Stewart will take over the next possession there on the 37-yard line.
Yeah, both teams not too confident with their kick coverage, so both teams kicking it right at that out of bounds. So it'll be 5 yards from where it did go out of bounds, so they are going to mark it at the 42-yard line.
So 1st and 10 on the Knights' 42-yard line. Same personnel in for the Knights. Number 11, King at quarterback. He's got Ellington split out, Moses split out, and a lot of more split out. King looking. He's got a receiver open and pick up about 8 yards. Grant on the tackle. That's going to be Ellington on the catch. So 2nd down and about 4. They didn't move it back. King rolls to the right, looking across the middle. Hit his receiver in the hands, and he could not hold on. That was number 8, Lattimore. Covered on the play by Brian Grant.
Yeah, number 17, freshman Brett Doss, coming from the far side of the field, putting some pressure on the quarterback over there. But like you said, the quarterback put it right where the receiver needed it in his hands. He just dropped it there. It would have been enough for a first down. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and about 4 for the Knights.
That was their 14th pass attempt.
So Panthers need to bow up here and get the ball back, see if we can extend this lead. Looking to hand the ball. He's going to try to get around the outside, and he's going to turn the corner and get enough for the, whoa, they spotted him a little short of the first down, it looks like.
Yes, they did.
Spotted right at
4
midfield.
yards short.
Right at midfield is going to be the spot. It's going to be 4th down and 1. So here we go, defense. We got to bow up here and stop this offense. It's the first time we've stopped them in a while.
Coach, make the call here. Where are you going? What you going with?
They did that shotgun, so I'm sure they're going to spread something out here and go left, coming toward us, short, long side. Oh, it's a busted play.
Busted play. They look like
busted play, and we're going to let him get loose and.
No, they're going to stop.
Oh, they're going to ball him up. Looks like he's going to be short.
It did look like they were going for the first down. Somehow he snuck through there. They mark him out over there at the 48-yard line.
They gave him the first down on the play. Ball marked at the 48-yard line in Panthers territory. King with the pass, and he's looking for number 8, Lattimore again, and cannot make the play. Grant on the coverage for the Panthers.
Freshman D. Gilmore has checked in on defense, linebacker position.
Also Gage Gray, number 2, over here on the right cornerback side for the Panthers. He's going in motion with number 2, Ellington. Ellington going all to the other side. Number 3, Burks coming to this side.
They were all on the wrong side.
Lattimore coming to this side. Gray's going to match up with Burks.
And somehow Stewart County picked up a yard on an incomplete pass.
They sure did.
Line judge has seen it, and they're going to pack it up a yard where it's supposed to be. Should be on the 48. There we go.
There we go. They got it straight now. So 2nd down and 10. They still got a yard on the chains over there.
There's a false start. I tell you, that number 2 over there, he was anxious. He was going down on a go route, it looked like.
Early movement by the Knights going to push them back behind the chains. It'll be 2nd down and 15. $8:25 to go in the third quarter. King with 2 backs behind it. He moved early again that time.
Ball.
He's going to be wrapped up in the back. Oh, he gets out of it. Dye trying to get him.
By Mitchell.
And they finally bring him down about the 36-yard line.
Big loss.
We got 2 down. I hope they're just tired.
We got a pile of folks just laying around. They've been running around chasing number 11, so that's Grant and Dye on the ground. They do get up. Grant's a little hobbled, but he's shaking it off and walking it off. That's what people don't understand about small high school football. These guys are tough as nails out here. They know they can't lay on the field. They got to get up and go again. They don't have another guy behind them, coming behind them to play behind and pick up their slack if they go out.
Lost 10 yards on the play.
It's 3rd down and 25. Snap to King. He's getting some pressure up the middle. That's a hold.
Oh.
Tackle.
And a play by Dylan Pickering.
Wow.
Open field tackle.
Only one to save a first down, and he lit him up.
Not only a first down, that was going to be a touchdown, I think.
He was perfect, just right in the center of the pads and laid him out. So 4th down and about 5. We're going to have looks like a timeout by Stewart County.
Wow.
Yeah, big tackle that time for the sophomore.
The ball's going to be placed at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
I think Swin up here just gave him a new nickname. Everybody that knows Dylan Pickering, his nickname's Pick 6, but Swin over here just called him Stone Wall.
He sure lit him up, that was for sure. The only thing that saved the first down was Pickering, and he made sure it didn't happen.
So we do have 7:04 remaining in the 3rd quarter. I do want to let you know there are a couple of football finals out there. North Augusta over Evans, 14-7. Aquinas comes back and beats Harlem, 16-13. Big win by the Irish there. And Washington County has scored another touchdown. They're up 28-20 on Jefferson County. 4:07 remaining in that one.
That game is on WJBF Game Time and not Game Time Live tonight, so you get to see it again on Sunday afternoon. So that might be a good one to watch Sunday. Knights come out of their timeout with trips to the left. Look out for that little bubble screen out here.
Hey, that guy's okay. I was about to say he's got him covered.
Looking to the left of the trips, nobody there. He's going to tuck it, and he drops down. Pickering lights him up. He does have enough for a first down.
Yeah, the play that time was just spread everybody out as far as you can left and just let the quarterback get around defensive end on that right side and picked up enough for the first down. Inside the Panther 35.
Twins on both sides for the Knights. One back in the backfield with King. He takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw. He tries to throw, pulls it back down. He's scrambling now. Gilmore on pursuit. He gets loose from everybody. Ball! Panthers have the ball.
Unless it went out of bounds. It's going to be close. Nope, went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds. They're calling it out of bounds. Ball roll out of bounds, so it's going to be Stewart County ball.
Quarterback's down again.
So Panthers did recover the fumble, but not before it trickled out of bounds. And by rule, it goes back to the team that had possession last.
Yeah, so I tell you that number 11, he's doing a nice job out there at quarterback. He's just, from a coaching standpoint, I'd really like to see him protect the ball a little more.
The only thing I question about the spot is if they're going to award the fumble to them, it should be moved back to the place where he fumbled from, because it can't be fumbled forward.
We could have hit it, knocked it forward ourselves.
We could have knocked it out of bounds ourselves, so that may have been the case. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Knights. It looks like it's going to be about the 15-yard line. It's going to be the spot of the ball. So they can get one more first down before they get a touchdown. So we need to hold them out with these set of downs here and see if we can get the ball back. Again, Panthers up 44-42.
This may be the longest possession of the night, too. They've had it about 3 minutes.
It's all about clock control.
Number 2, Ellington, is back in at quarterback. Last 2 times he's been in, he's fumbled the snap. So he's looking again. Here comes pressure from Knight. And he's got it. Ball loose, and Stewart is going to fall on it again.
I tell you though, that is a big loss.
And we have a penalty flag out.
There's going to be offensive holding. Panthers should decline that. Big loss on the play.
They're tackling him back around the 25-yard line or so, where the exact spot's going to be. But
well, neither do the officials because they
they
carried
moved
the ball downfield. Now they're just going to make it up, I think. That's about where they were, though.
Looks
around
like
the 28.
He's about the 28-yard line. So they're trying to ask Coach Kelly what he wants to do. I don't know who our officials are tonight, but that head white hat looks kind of like State Representative Brian Prince, who's one of the Augusta Association officials. So
tell you what, if you give me 1 second, I can check that for you.
It looks like him from up here.
So
I know he's a white hat.
Losing 14 yards on the play. On the
Penalty is going to be a hold.
Declining.
Kurt, once again, you do have eagle eyes. Who did you say it was?
State Representative Brian Prince.
State Representative Brian Prince. You're 100% correct.
I knew they looked like him from up here, but he was. I think he was kind of talking to the linesman. Ball is caught by number 1 on the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds by number 9, Floyd. I think Mr. Prince was having a conversation with the linesman over here about they shouldn't have picked up a ball or something he did wrong. So going to be a 3rd down and about 20.
Yeah, Stewart County needs to get all the way down to the Panther 5-yard line.
Ball is low to the
Ball's
extent.
on the ground.
Oh, he got a gap up the middle. He's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. It parted like the Red Sea.
There is a flag on the far side of the field.
Possibly could be maybe
It's against Stewart, whoever it is.
Maybe an illegal formation. Some people in the backfield. Or
It looked like a little movement, but it very well could have been just dropped it. There's no official.
Actually, the coach is trying to step on it right now.
He's trying to cover it up.
Yeah, but he just fell out of his pocket.
That's
It
what
did.
I'm
It just
thinking.
fell out of his
Yep,
pocket.
he just realized it. Yep. The touchdown will stand.
So that's going to make your score 48-44 Stewart County. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion here.
Starting quarterback Daniels is back in the game. Just a sophomore. Low snap.
He's looking to throw the ball. He's got him in the backfield and pulled.
Got a flag.
They're going to call horse collar.
They're going to call a horse collar because he couldn't grab him by the neck. And the quarterback is down again.
Actually, it's going to be a face mask.
Holding.
Face mask.
Hold. Let's get another shot at it then. He ain't moving this time, y'all. I don't think it's a cramp.
It's been that same knee/calf area every time he's gone down. And give him credit, he's come back 3 times now.
They're pouring water on it, so maybe it is a cramp.
It's miracle water.
So quarterback King is down again. He was pulled down on the play, and everybody's cramping, it seems, when they go down.
Yeah, thank you for correcting me there. Again, their roster over here got me confused. You are correct. That is King. He's a senior. You have to, for those out there listening, they've got, for whatever reason, they got numerical number over here on the left. So 11 for us is actually number 12, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it can be very confusing at times, but we've made do. All right, he's going to be up and walking off again. So it looks like they're going to get a second shot at a 2-point conversion. Number 6 in there at quarterback now. Number 8, Lattimore. He gets in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So it's going to break the score up to Stewart County 50, Glascock County 44. 5:54 to go in the third quarter. And the Panthers will be ready to get the ball for their next possession.
Might be the last team with the ball wins this one.
Now we're up to 94 points score total. So a lot of points being put on the board tonight.
Still 5:54 remaining in the
Oh, there's a lot
quarter.
of time left. There's going to be a lot more points put up the way it's been going.
You know, Kevin Fagley over at, was he WRDW?
Yep.
He actually tweeted me today, asked me if I'd give him the final before he goes on the air tonight. And,
We might not make it.
I don't think I'm going to meet his deadline, so.
Tell him keep his phone beside him. We'll let him know during the show.
Yeah, I'll be a guest calling on the broadcast. Something tells me they wouldn't hold up the broadcast for our final, though.
No. All right, Stewart County getting ready to kick off again. See if they try to kick it down the middle or kick it out of bounds. They've been kicking it down the middle to the hash.
Pretty successful.
Down through D. Gilmore. He can't handle it. Now it looks like Light's got it. He's trying to find the sideline. He's got a gap. And he's pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, good to see Nick back in the game.
I think he just had to have a breather.
And score is Stewart County 50, Glascock County 44. 5:45 remaining in the third quarter.
Stewart County late getting to the line of scrimmage. Panthers need to get up there and snap it while they're all.
They got 11 in the box.
Any safety.
Grant on the sweep again. He's looking for daylight. He's got it. He's got a couple of guys to beat, and one grabs him by the shirt tail and slows him down a little bit.
Yeah, you know, that's what happens when you get everybody in that box like that. Grant's got another cramp.
He's holding his knee. Hopefully it's just a cramp with him as well.
If that was a horse collar on this end, that should have been a horse collar on this end. But he was grabbed by the head and pulled forward. But it looks like they are grabbing his legs, so maybe that's all it is, just cramps. I'm looking at his daddy over here in the stands. He's laughing about it, so it doesn't look too major. Mom and Dad's laughing.
His last 3 carries have went 26, 22, and 28 yards.
That's after the workload in the first half, so these guys are got to be pushing empty. It's still third quarter, but they still fighting. Both teams got to hand it to it. Stewart County has not quit tonight. Their coach has to be commended. He's got a fight coming out of them tonight. They are surely
absolutely
giving everything.
Yep.
Years past, I've seen Stewart County teams where if they'd have been up big on them like Glasgow was there, 28-8, it'd have been over with. But they are definitely fighting.
Now, Light and Grant both have 11 carries. Light's got 165 yards. Grant with 139 yards. So both of them, they might get 200 apiece for the Knights over here.
I'm telling you, crank up the breakfast platters.
So let's see. It looks like trying to see who's in. Pickering maybe be in for. I see Pickering back in. Let's see if he lines up at the wing back position. He is. He's going to be in for Grant. Got Often and Davis at tight ends. Or Davis split out. Ball's going to be given to Light. He's looking for and there. We're going to have a hold there on number 52, Dye.
Yeah, a little bit of a fumbled exchange there between Broxton and Nick Light. By the way, that Washington County Jefferson County game has gone final. Washington County does win 28-20.
So another big win for Washington County. They should probably be getting close to their region schedule starting next week. They might have one more non-region. So
Screven does come back and beat Southeast Bullock 26-23. Briarwood shuts out Bethlehem Christian 36-0. Tell you, Dax Reese over there at Briarwood has them marching towards potential GISA state championship, I think.
Because they lost 4 yards on the play.
So 2nd down and 14 for the Panthers. Hand off to Pickering. He's looking for some room. He's got some room around the left side, up the sideline.
Nice cut
back into the hash marks. He's going to be close to the first down, maybe a yard or two short. It's going to be spotted at about the 22-yard line, it looks like. So 3rd and about 2. Hadn't seen Floyd in a while. Let's see if we give it to Floyd for that power run up the middle. Been Light and Grant. They're going to give it to Floyd off tackle. He's got room, and he's going to have the first down. He picks up about 5. So good hard run by Santel Floyd. Gives the Panthers another fresh set of downs.
I don't know if y'all can hear some of the fans down here.
That's Mark over there hollering at Brian. All right, first down for the Panthers at the 15, right at the 15-yard line, maybe a little shy. Hand off to Light again. He's looking for end zone, and he gets pulled down at about the 10. Had a little gap there and just got snagged as he went through it.
Yeah, nice wrap-up tackle right there by Leonte Bell. I think 2nd or 3rd time we called his name tonight.
It looked as though he was going to shoot through that gap and get up in the end zone, but that arm came out and pulled him down. So good play by the Knights.
Just take up 5, though.
2nd and 5. On the 10-yard line. We can get a first down before we can score. So pass play.
Wow.
It'll be Oliphant. Touchdown for the Panthers. Antavius Oliphant. The guy he threw it to did. All right, Panthers line up now, going to go for 2. Score tied again at 50-50. We've got 100 total points scored tonight.
The last team with the ball, fellas.
Yep.
By the way, I did go with the over tonight. So.
Flags on the play. I have offsides on Stewart. That's the 3rd time they've done it on a 2-point conversion tonight. So they're going to give us a shorter field up to the 1.5-yard line for the 2-point conversion. Broxton's been powering in from about 1 all night long, so let's see if we do that again or do something else.
This could be his 4th 1-yard touchdown. No.
It's going to be his Floyd. Floyd's in for the 2-point conversion. That's going to put the Panthers back up by a score of 52-50. We still have 3:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. The fans are calling for the cheerleaders to do their push-ups, and they are down doing them. So 52 of them.
I wonder if Coach Kelly's watching the form over there and making sure they're.
That wasn't 52 push-ups. I don't know who was counting, but that's not 52.
Divided by 7, y'all. Only 7 of them.
Even some of the fans are looking at them going, what? That wasn't 52. All right.
That's when you start faking a cramp on the sideline as a cheerleader. I'm sorry, Coach, I can't go.
We got cheerleaders cramping up and doing push-ups. All right, here we
Another
go.
kickoff.
That was only the 2nd completion of the night.
Kickoff number 37 tonight.
We went deep this time.
Number 1, Moses has the ball. He's trying to get to the corner. And he's going to get there. Nobody's going to hit him yet. Ooh, and number Santel Floyd lowers the boom.
He got boomed, though.
I don't know who took more boom, him or Moses.
Nick Light's down again with another cramp.
But Floyd definitely took him down. Floyd is up, walking off. Boy, these guys are showing some grit tonight. They are hitting, they're hustling. I don't care who wins the ball game tonight. You got to be proud of both of these teams. They're both doing an excellent job tonight. This is what high school football is about. It's fun.
Having fun.
The kids are having a good time. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose, but hadn't been anything bad about the night at all. So
Chris, you have to be at work at 4 o'clock, or I know you're not live with us, but our producer, Chris Clark, we do appreciate, we wouldn't be doing these broadcasts without Chris, and really appreciate it. I think Chris is our 3rd year doing this now.
I believe it is, yes. So. I am live right now, by the way. But yes, I do have to be at work at 4 in the morning, 4 to 12.
Yeah, you can get 2 hours of sleep, you should be fine.
Probably won't even go to sleep.
Just go in early, leave early.
There you go.
All right, Panthers going to go back on defense. Here come the Knights out. Here from about the end of the first quarter on, nobody can stop nobody. So
yeah, definitely starting to see a lot of substitutions on the Panthers. I see 17, Brett Doss back in there. River Todd's making an appearance there at nose tackle.
Snap is going to go to number 11. He hands to number 7. He's pulled down in the backfield.
57, Mitchell
Dye in the backfield. Running the ball on the play there with Jamarian Thomas.
Yeah, the middle of that Panthers defense has been stout tonight. I don't think they've got hardly any rushing yards right up the middle on us.
So on that front line of that defensive line, you got both Dye, 52 and 57, Mitchell and Noah, and then you got River Todd on nose guard.
Brett Doss rushing the quarterback.
Pressure's coming on King. King is going to be pulled down. Here's Antavius Oliphant with the sack in the backfield. Another 5-yard loss.
Antavius will get credit for that sack, but I tell you, Brett Doss was back there quick, made that quarterback scramble, forced him out, and Antavius had great follow pursuit on him, and nice big loss on the play. 3rd
and 16 for the Panthers. They're bowing their neck here on defense. We got to get a stop.
7-yard sack on that play.
They're trying to get it done here. Clock still running, 2:02 to go in the 3rd quarter. Panthers up 52-50. King with the snap. He's looking for Lattimore. He's there, and he's got a catch over the top of Gray. And he's going to be in the end zone for the touchdown. Again, Gray about 5'5", 5'6", and Lattimore is a good 6 foot, if not more. Just went up and caught it.
Yeah, credit to the Stewart County coaches. They're finding that mismatch and got the play design over there to get it to him every time.
So Stewart County goes back on top, 56-52, and going to go for the 2-point conversion here. Ball snapped, is mishandled in the backfield, but the running back gets it. And we pull him down the backfield. And the 2-point conversion is no good. That's going to make the score remain 56-52 Knights.
I tell you, if the Knights keep missing the 2-point conversions, the Panthers keep getting theirs, it's eventually going to come back and on them. So now just a touchdown will take the lead for the Panthers.
Again, 3rd quarter, 1:46 to go in the game. Stewart County now back on top, 56-52. Panthers getting ready to take the kickoff.
Stanley, what did you say the high-scoring game that you...
84-62, I believe it was. Gibson won.
So 146. We're up to 108 right
now.
We got plenty of time.
We got plenty of time.
Remember correctly, I think Lewis Watkins had about 500 total yards in that game. Kickoffs, rushing, catching the ball. I think he scored 8 or 9 touchdowns. He had a monster night. Yeah, I don't think he played in the 4th quarter.
Wow.
Somebody needs to email that Todd, I can't remember his name, and does the Georgia High School Football Daily. This ought to be one of their...
Yeah, I'll probably send him some.
Oh, no.
Onside kick.
And an onside kick gets
They recovered it.
Recovered off of the front line of the Panthers.
Yeah, tough break there for Noah Dye. I know he's been going both ways there and had to do it again. I think he would have just take a couple of steps back and let it give it to him instead of coming up to meet it.
So that could hurt right there. And Knights get the ball back in Panthers territory at about the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. So now we got to really bow our necks and stop the offense here and get the ball back.
I'm predicting a fumble snap here. Panthers will take back over.
Anything along those lines would be perfect because another touchdown will make it a 10-point game without the 2-point conversion. So we need to definitely keep them off the scoreboard here. They've had a pick 6 on their end. We need one on our end. I think that would be perfectly fitting. See Nick Light coming off the field again, kind of staggering, cramping an issue again, I'm sure. I know you want to rock these guys to sleep tonight. They're going to be flat exhausted. All right, Stewart County back on offense. King rolling to his right. He's got pressure. Oliphant pushes him out of bounds. Dye puts the pressure on him first. Doss was coming around the end, and then Oliphant pushes him out of bounds. He's going to lose about 10 yards, it looks like. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 10. Big loss on the play by the Knights quarterback. So Knights back in the shotgun formation, trips to the right. King takes the snap. He's looking deep. Same guy, D. Gilmore. Oh. Gilmore was there, but he mistimed his jump and almost was caught by Lattimore again.
Yeah,
good play.
Freshman D. Gilmore hadn't got a lot of playing time yet this year, but I like this move by Coach Kelly, putting D out there in a cornerback position. Typically plays linebacker when he is in. He's a lot bigger than the corners we've had out there recently. And he was in perfect position that time to make a play. Just went right between his hands.
He does provide you with a little more athleticism. Not to say Gray is not athletic, but Gilmore just a little bit more hops in him. And so just a strategic move here for Coach Kelly. King on the scramble. He cuts back toward the middle of the field. There's a flag comes down from the referee in the back. Going to be a hold on the Knights.
That's all the way back at the 39. That's going to bump them all the way back 29 yards.
It's going to be about a 15-yard penalty from the spot.
Back them up, Coach.
They are going to accept the penalty and move them back. So the ball is going to be walked all the way back down to the 29-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and back to Mitchell for a 1st down.
Yeah, I'm officially putting it 3rd and 35.
30, yeah. Ball snapped with a flag on the play.
3rd and 40.
3rd and 40. The Knights moving themselves back. We can't let them get into an open field situation and make Panthers miss. We got to break down and get them.
Yeah, we really got to contain that quarterback on the outside. He really likes going out to his right, so. Santel, I'm over there watching him. Let's make sure.
He's rolling right. He's rolling right. Dumps it off, and he is hit and broken up. Pass is broken up.
Alex Davis over there on the hit.
Ball went in the hands and was almost secured for a catch and broken up at the last minute.
Perfect timing over there by Alex.
Good pass breakup by Davis.
Now it does bring up 4th and 40.
It's a big play right here for the Panthers. We can get the ball back and not let that botched kickoff hurt us. 1:02 to go in the third quarter. Knights 4th and about 40.
They do look like they're going to line up the punt. It'll be the first punt of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's just see if maybe we can get a bad snap here into the end zone or something. Ball is almost over his head. He gets it away. It's going to be short.
Clear.
Get out of the way.
Oh my goodness.
Doing?
That's why you don't get a lot of playing time.
And Gilmore grabs the ball with 2 white jerseys around him right at midfield.
No. Cleared out.
Luckily it didn't hit off his hands or his body and bounce away. That would have been disastrous. Panthers have the ball back on the Knights side of the field on the 49-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. I'm sure Coach Kelly will let him hear about that. Coach Vidian got him.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go. First down and 10. Panthers have the ball. Should be an offsides on the defense.
Offsides it is.
They got a little submarine and a little small guy in there at nose guard. He's just trying to submarine the center. Yeah, he was about a tick too early then. So we're going to move up 5 yards, be 1st and 5.
Tell you, you're talking about a little nose guard down there, submarine type. Alex Davis just made a big play. I've got his little brother on my middle school team, and that's exactly where we got him.
And he goes again. He's almost offsides again. There goes Light down the sideline. He's out of bounds. He ran out of bounds at about the 20-yard line.
We had a hold back here. I missed
Oh, my
that.
goodness. We got a hold back at the 40-yard line. Looked like that nose guard was offside again, but it wasn't called. We're going to have a hold. We're going to move us back to the midfield strike. I'm sure Coach Kelly's seeing him jumping like that. We might see a freeze play here in just a little bit. So they're going to put it back just on the other side of the 50 on Panthers territory, about the 49-yard line. So Grant got the ball. He's looking for the sideline. He gets outside. He's got a couple guys to beat, and he's down for about a 15-yard gain. That's exactly what Stewart is trying to do with that nose guard. Everybody, all the folks I've coached with, they tell you the main way to stop a wing T offense is to get penetration in the backfield, and that's all he's trying to do, just fire off hard and fast and low and try to get in that backfield. So time is ticking away here in the third quarter. See if Coach Kelly does one more play. He's lining up to do one. Ball is snapped and handed to Floyd. Off tackle. He's got plenty of room. 10, 12 yards, pushed out of bounds. So we gained about 10 yards on the play there, 12 yards on the play. Stewart thought we were going to let it run out. Wasn't really set. And going to be another first down for the Panthers. At the end of the third quarter, their score is Stewart County 56 and Glascock County 52. We're getting ready to start the next 12 minutes, the final 12 minutes of the game. Panthers on another long drive here, trying to drive and score some points. We're going to swap ends of the field. Panthers are going to be going toward the scoreboard end now. They're tired from push-ups. We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter here. Again, Panthers will have a first down on the 24-yard line, just inside the 25. Ball will be placed on the home sideline hash mark going toward the scoreboard end of the field. Stewart County now breaks their huddle and comes out. In that wing T formation, got Alex Davis to the left, split. In the backfield, you got Brian Grant, Nick Light, and Santel Floyd.
Oh, yeah,
he got it. There's that freeze.
And there's your freeze play we were talking about. It's going to be an offsides on the Stewart County Knights.
I'll do it again.
So the 1st and 5 now from the 20. He didn't fire off quite as fast that time. Give it to Grant. Grant powering ahead to the 15-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. Looks like they're going to mark him a little short. He's 2nd down and 1. Ball placed just between the 15 and 16-yard line. Ball's handed to Floyd up the middle. He's going to have a first down. Power and power. End zone touchdown. Santel Floyd into the end zone.
Touchdown!
Keep making noise! Keep making noise!
All right, Panthers take the lead on the scoreboard again, 58-56. 2-point conversion attempt.
By the way, we are taking applications for a new producer up here. So. You got to have your own equipment, though, and you got to work for free.
All right, Panthers trying to go for 2. And we have another offside penalty, it looks like. The 4th offside penalty on a 2-point conversion play tonight by Stewart County.
By the way, now our producer is injured. He's also getting cramps up here.
It's bad when the radio staff starting to cramp in the booth. So move it up another a yard and a half. It's going to be on the 1.5. Try for 2 again. Panthers up by 2, trying to go up by 4.
Yeah, every time they've been in this position, it's been Bradley right up the middle. They haven't stopped him yet, but they do have that middle plugged right now. Knowing that, Bradley's going to take it outside.
He keeps outside, gets in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So that puts 60 on the board for the Panthers. So the Panthers now up their lead to 60-56 over Stewart County. It's 116 points tonight. I think the record's 146 points in the game. We beat somebody 84-62 or something like that a long time ago, so we'll see if we can.
That's based off memory, though, if I'm not mistaken.
As Stanley said, he's about that.
I think it's
that's
about
82,
right. 60, 64, somewhere around there.
So we can. It's within a shot, that's for sure. We still got 11-14 here to go. 116 in this game.
It's
So we're going.
Kicker's offside.
And the ball is pooped over to number 4 on the sideline, and he's going to just grab it and fall down. The ball's going to be placed about midfield for Stewart County's first try in this quarter. Stewart County coming up the ball. Everybody's moving slower and slower every time they come out. Again, we're on 3 hours for the game time. Man in motion. King gives it to him. He's looking to get outside. We got some penetration, and we cut him off before he can turn the corner.
Yeah, good job by the defensive end out there sending that play out to the side.
57.
Who's that? Dye? Yep, Mitchell Dye.
When in doubt, just call Dye's name.
So that's going to be a loss on the play. Be 2nd and 11. Going to have a timeout on the field called by Stewart County.
It's their second of the half. They're down to 1 remaining, and I just gave them an extra point instead of a timeout. There we go. By the way, those that don't know, I am also keeping scoreboard in addition to a little bit of color commentary. Appreciate Kurt doing the play-by-play.
I don't know how you keep things separate over there.
And I'm on my 7th page of stats.
What's that, the abacus you're going to need now?
And this, just while we got a little bit of time, Kurt has been talking about trying to make a little couple of advertisements for some people around town. So if you're interested in doing that, feel free to hit up the Glascock County Panther page on Facebook, and we'll be happy to do something for you. Thank you guys for listening.
22 lines per page, and I'm on the 7th page. So
a lot of plays run tonight. So 2nd and 11, ball is low to King. He digs it out of the ground, throws deep down the field.
That might be pick.
Pickering makes a play on the ball and does not make the pick, but he does knock it away. It was intended for number 1, Moses.
Yeah, we had 2 guys down there. We had safety, as you said, Pickering come over. We also had cornerback Alex Davis out there in good position.
So good job. He was open for a bit, but those 2 defenders closed down on him very quickly.
He's completed 8 of his last 11 passes, 2 of them for touchdowns.
I'll tell you, their best play has been a low snap, and then the quarterback just break contain and go for about 40. So
they're going trips to the right side again. King in the backfield with 1 running back in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap. He's looking to the right side with those trips. He's got pressure by Noah Dye, and he's going to get outside of the corner and get down the field.
Stepped out of bounds before the first down marker.
Going to pick up about 8 or 9. Well, actually more than that. We'll be close to the first down. They're going to give him the first down, so he picked up 11 on the play. Ball going to be spotted at the 37-yard line of the Panthers. 10:39 to go in the game. Clock running. Now going trips to the left side. The wide side of the field. Trips goes to that side. Let's see if King takes it and runs that way. The pass run option on that side. He does. He's going to roll to that side. And he's going to tuck it and try to get up in the middle. He's chased by Broxton. He's finally just going to run out of bounds.
Broxton's going to get credit for a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. He lost a yard on the play.
So, yep, Broxton does get credit for a sack and a tackle. He ran out of bounds before he got to Broxton, but he lost a yard on the play.
I think he did.
Actually, they're going to mark it about line of scrimmage, it looks like.
I'll tell you yeah, it's going to be right at line of scrimmage. Sorry, Bradley, no sack.
37-yard line is the spot again. 2nd down and 10. Oh, snap low again. Doss coming with pressure from the backside. Dye coming. And he gets out of bounds after picking up about 12 yards.
Got to find somebody to keep contained. I know y'all are tired of me saying that, but if you were here, you'd be saying the same thing.
So he's going to be a first down. He gained about 12 on the play. Ball on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Knights.
9 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the game.
Clock is running.
Panthers holding on to a 4-point lead.
King takes a snap. He bobbles a little bit and throws a little short pass out to Moses. He tries to get up the field. He's up the sideline. Nobody's there. They're going to blow him out. He gains about 12 on the play on that one. So another first down for the Knights.
Do have another final. TJ over John Hancock, 35-22.
We played both of those later in the year.
Yes, we do. I believe this will be the first time we ever see John Hancock.
No, we played them there last year.
Did we?
Tied.
Okay.
We tied. We recovered the fumbled punt as time running out, and he ran in for a touchdown, but you can't advance the punt. So game ended in a tie.
Number 21, Trenton Kitchen in the backfield. He takes the direct snap on that play.
Had movement out here on this close side receiver.
I'll push him back, be 1st and 15. Ball on about the 17. See where he's going to place it at. 19-yard line is where they're going to put it at. So 1st and 15 for the Knights. King takes the ball, hands it off inside. We got a hold of him and pulling him down.
Yeah, once again, the middle of that Panther defense has been stout tonight.
Noah Dye, he picks up maybe 1 yard on the play down to the 18-yard line. 2nd and 14.
Clock continues to tick, 8.5 minutes. By the way, Braves fans, I do have it up here. The Braves do have a 10-5 lead now in the 9th inning. And meanwhile, the Marlins are beating the Nationals, so getting closer.
King going to scramble. And he finds number 5.
Yeah, it should be
offsides.
Well, the flag's facing, it's illegal shift. Yep.
So King
that quarterback's finally been called on it. He's been moving every time the snapping's made.
So the pass from King to number 5 to John Wheeler is going to come back for naught as we got a illegal motion penalty in the backfield. Quarterback's been kind of pulling out of his stance early before the ball snapped, and he finally got called for it. So it's going to move us back. Moving back, it's going to be 2nd down and about 17.
That's the 33rd penalty tonight. Both teams, 33 penalties.
I hope the officials aren't getting paid by the flag and the touchdown. Ball is fumbled in the backfield.
It's huge. It's close.
We're seeing what's doing. I think he got back on it, but we're having a scramble.
He did, but that's going to bring up 3rd down.
So 3rd and long.
Stewart County's got to get inside the Panther 5 for a first down, so it's going to 3rd and a long 19.
And that guy in the backfield, they got there, number 21, Trenton Kitchen. He's a freshman on their roster, so young guy getting in the game in a high-pressure situation. They're having to put him where the quarterback's telling him where to line up at. Snap goes to King. He's looking to throw. He's got a receiver. Ball is caught and hit. Pickering hits him and wraps him up. It's going to be short of the first down. But it is 4th down for the Knights, and they're going to go for it. It's a 4-point game. Even a field goal, if they had a kicker, wouldn't help you here.
That's where all those 2-point conversions by the Panthers offenses are starting to pay off right now.
So 4th and about 6. They need to get down to about the 4-yard line for a first down. King takes a snap. He's looking. He's throwing.
He's hit.
And the ball is knocked away. So on that play, defending looked like it was for D. Gilmore. Don't think if he caught the ball, it would have been a first down anyway. So 6:43 to go in the game. Panthers up 60-56. Now with that wing T offense, we just need to get into a churning mode and let's just get
yards.
Like
and a cloud
Oklahoma
of
used to
dust.
do, 3 yards and a cloud of dust and run that clock.
Run it right now while they ain't lined up.
Yep, ball's been run. It's been
Come on, Bradley.
blown live for play. Run it.
Oh, my God. They're going to call offsides. We got lucky there.
Wow.
The ball was snapped and we fumbled the snap, but they were going to call an offside on Stewart County. So first down and 5. Stewart County was not out of their huddle on the sideline. The referees blew it live and told the Panthers to have at it. And we waited around and didn't snap it. So the ball is snapped. He hands to Floyd. Floyd is trying to find a hole. Just get what you can get and get down, kid. He's down to about the 26-yard line. Be enough for a Panther first down. Chains will move. The clock will move.
No huddle here. No rush, fellas.
Ball's handed to Floyd again up the middle. He's got a gap. He's just holding the ball tight and slung down forward.
Another first down.
Probably going to be, slung him forward for a first down. 11-yard pickup on the play by Floyd.
All the way out to the Panther 37-yard line.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains for Floyd.
Ball is snapped, but there's a penalty flag. Going to call a false start on the Panthers. They'll move us back. It'll be 1st and 15.
If you're just joining us, there is 5:41 remaining in the game. Panthers currently lead 60-56.
Referees blow the clock. It's running now. 5:36 and counting. Panthers break the huddle. Coming up to the line of scrimmage. No particular hurry. Broxton surveys his line. Make sure everybody's set. Takes the snap. Back to Floyd again. He's powering forward. He gains 2-3 yards. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 11.
Need to churn out a few first downs here.
It's a 7-minute offense.
A touchdown would be big here because that would put it past a 1-score game. So Panthers need to grind it out and run the clock. If at all possible, score a touchdown here. Still feeding the running game. Light has the ball. They got him in the backfield. Hold the ball. They're going to pull him down for about a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, once again, 52 for the Knights. Leonte Bell.
We're going to bring up a 3rd down and about 14. We've been seeing a good dose of Floyd here, and we just saw Light. Let's see if we get Grant here on that little counter play from the backside.
I like that call.
I'd love to see Light. I'd love to see Brian Grant take that little counter and go about 67 yards for pay dirt here.
I'd almost put money on that play call here.
False start on the Panthers.
It was going to be a Brian Grant sweep that time.
It'll be a false start on the Panthers. Going to move us back. So it's going to be 3rd and 19. I know we used to run the old crisscross play out of this. I hadn't seen Coach Kelly run it all last night. There's some danger in it with the double handoff, but would he be brave enough to call that sort of play in this spot? If he gets it off, it might go for a touchdown. If it doesn't work, it could be a fumble. Grant takes the handoff. He cannot get outside. Brought down by number 60, Manquel DeVorce. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 19 for the Panthers.
3:15, clock continues to run. Panthers will be punting it.
Panthers line up in punt formation. This Mason McNair back. Got to get a good snap and a good kickoff here. Really don't want these guys getting a return. Good punt.
Kick if it's a
Good
roll.
spiral.
Yes.
Rolls
Good
out
kick.
of
Good
bounds.
kick.
No, it's going to stay in bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Good punt.
All right, so 2:45 to go in the game. Stewart County has the ball back. Panthers have a 4-point lead. Stewart County is 63 yards away. They're going to move it up now to about the 38, so they're about 62 yards away from a score that they need in order to win this ball game. Panthers need to make a stop. 4-point lead for the Panthers.
With those big fumbles right here.
Again, 2:45 to go in the game. The score is 60-56. King in the backfield. Oh, it's false start on everybody but King. Oh, now Noah dies. Looks like he may be cramping. Yep, he can't. They're going to have to, well, he's walking it off. No, yep, nope. He says, I'm not coming out.
Walk through it, Noah.
He can't move.
He's trying to fight through that cramp. He's stretching and he won't come off. He's shaking his head. No, he's not going to come off. He's got to have to stay and help his team.
What you make?
Get him, Roston.
It just locked him down. There goes King loose. We finally get him down. Dye is down on the field with a cramp.
It's like we said, last team with the ball. Got to come off.
Dye wants to go on and get right back in. He's got to come off. Doss looks like he's cramping too, but he's going to go fight through it. Coach Kelly's telling his team, got to have heart right here. Everybody's tired. Everybody's cramping. We got to have everything we got for these next 2 minutes and 34 seconds to try to pull this victory out. We got to stop here.
We need them to put it on the ground right here, folks.
Ball on the Panther side of the 50 on the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Knights. King, low snap. He picks it up. He's got pressure coming. There's Doss. He gets shook out of his shoes. Here comes the line. It's going to be 1st and 10 on about the 12 for the Knights.
They still got time to fumble, y'all.
12, 13-yard line.
We got 2 timeouts, but don't take them yet.
Ball is snapped. He fumbles the ball. He just falls on it. And that's going to make it a 2nd down and about 5 or 6. See where they spotted at. 2nd down and 5 for the Knights. 1:44 to go in counting.
Big play here for the Panthers.
King looks absolutely exhausted by the ball on the ground. He picks it up. He's put down on the ground by number 56, Redfield. And number 15, Offense. He's laying on the ground. He doesn't even want to get back up, but they're helping him up. He is totally exhausted. So we're going to have a timeout called by Stewart County. 1:16 to go in the game.
It's their final timeout. When they do come back, they're going to have a 3rd and about a 16.
They've lost 8 yards on the last 2 plays.
I'm telling you, just looking at number 11, he's King. He's toughing it out. He's Even while he's waiting on the snap, he's been over at the hips. You can tell he's exhausted.
Every snap is right at his shoe tops. He's having to bend
He's
down,
having to bend down, pick it up.
And it's just a busted play, and he just runs.
His tank is just on empty. He's giving it everything he's got.
Got a minute and 16 seconds left.
Yeah, good news. We do have Noah back in the game now. He's still trying to shake it off a little bit, but he's going to be able to go these last 2 plays.
That big defensive front in there. We got Noah and Mitchell Dye. And we got River Todd in there at nose guard.
Run it to the left. That's what I'm looking for.
Yep.
Pressure.
Mitchell down. Mitchell missed the sack there. Quarterback escapes, gives a crossing route.
And he scores.
He's going to be marked out of bounds, but it is going to be 1st and goal.
Wow.
Stewart inside the 5-yard line.
Mitchell Dye had him in the backfield. Be 1st and 10 Knights on about the 1-yard line. Or actually, they got it marked at about the 3-yard line. And they're going to mark it. It's a 4th down, they're saying.
Oh, it is 4th. It's 4th and 1.
4th and 1.
I could not see it.
1:06 to go in the game. 4th and 1 for the Knights.
Need another one of those bad snaps.
See, all these bad snaps. We need one right here to botch this play.
Good snap.
Pressure coming. And we put him down in the backfield.
Pressure came from Nick Light that time from the corner. Finished up by right there at 52. Noah Dye comes back from the cramps.
He's still cramping, walking off. Panthers take over possession.
1:01 left. All we need is take these, fellas.
1 minute and 1 second to go. Stewart County is out of timeouts. They don't have any timeouts left. 61 seconds on the clock. Offense takes over 1st and 10 on about the 4-yard lines. What a game. You're exactly right.
We haven't blitzed that outside very much, but that was a great play call that time.
Yeah.
Nick Light came through untouched. He didn't get credit for the sack, but he's the reason for it.
On the 5-yard line or 10-yard line?
10-yard line. 1st and 10.
We're going to take a knee, I hope.
We got Nick Light back in the victory formation.
Take a knee.
Broxton under center. Get the snap, take a knee.
One more of those, and that's game.
All right, clock's ticking away at 42 seconds. And ticking down. Panthers need one more snap and one more knee. We've got to get that snap off cleanly and take the knee, and that will be the ball game. Ball is taking its snap, and that's the ball game. Panthers are going to survive a war.
Wow.
An absolute battle tonight by both teams.
I tell you, Chris, I know you got to be at work in a few hours, but come on, you couldn't get me more exciting than that, right?
I don't know anybody in the state that had a better ball game than us tonight. That was an excellent ball game played by both teams. Come down to the last second.
Yeah, just seeing all the excitement down on the field.
Even though that last second is at 10:53 p.m. Go ahead and send Kevin Feigl that email.
Scott, we're ready for breakfast. Let's go.
So Panthers and Knights meet in the middle to shake hands. And
I tell you, the Stewart County Knights, they had nothing to hold their heads down about. I don't know, especially number 11. What was his name?
Devin King.
I tell you, he's cramped
Malik
up
King.
at least 4 times in this game. Had to be taken out of the game, came right back in. So
That region they're in now, they're Region 1 single A. They're going to cause some problems for some folks. Might even next week. Randolph Clay. I could see them beating Randolph Clay. So
This right here ought to get them accustomed to running up and down the field and the heat and everything that goes with it. But that number 11 is a player, y'all.
he is. And he flat played everything he had tonight. He gave it.
They never gave up.
But our Panthers, they fought too. We had cramps coming from everywhere right there at the end. Noah died, Mitchell died, all of them was cramping. So that was a good showing by both teams. So not much we can say other than if you wasn't here tonight, folks, you missed a heck of a ball game. Wherever you were, it wasn't as exciting as this, I don't imagine. But excellent ball game. It'll be interesting to see when Stanley has 2 or 3 days to figure out stats because it's going to take that long.
Next Wednesday, I should have all this finished.
But there's going to be a lot of yards accumulated by both teams. 116 points scored. I think we said 33 penalties. There's probably more than that now. It's just an outstanding game. So, like I said, next week Panthers go on the road to Alamo, Georgia to face the Wheeler County Bulldogs. Not sure, hadn't decided yet what we'll do next week. Looking forward to possibly doing that. Keep your eyes and ears peeled and check all your social media to find out if we're going to be able to do it or not.
We might have to have Mr. Stanley just call me and let me put it through that way.
Or we can do that, or we'll do a Facebook update. I can update the scores. That's about it.
All right, we'll work something out. Yeah, we'll try to get y'all
something out to make sure everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah, we'll just stay tuned to Facebook, and we'll have everybody. We'll have all the information up there.
And everybody, stay tuned for updates on Hurricane Dorian. Don't know what it's going to do yet, so next week we never know what's going to happen. So just stay tuned and figure out what's going to happen with the game next week, and we could possibly see you in Alamo, Georgia next week. So if not, follow the Panthers down and cheer them on because these cardiac kids, as some people call the other teams in history, they put on a show tonight. So they fought through it. Final score here from Panther Stadium tonight. Panthers 60, Stewart County Knights 56. And until next time, so long, football fans.